friendlies, I hope you're ready. We're going to open up a big old can of whoop-ass, a.k.a. old-fashioned, in just seconds. After, remember the tall man of comedy, Ryan Stiles, when he was Ryan Stiles from Who's Line? Well, here he comes.
Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Ryan.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
Most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten them. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon. Outlaw. Outlaw Radio.
Well, I guess it's time. Wow. So I'm calling Uncle Dick and the number that Mark C.G. Boyer gave me, and it's not working. So do you think that he got something backwards, or it's got to be the same number that Mark C.G. Boyer called me yesterday? You're not getting any. You're not getting any volume.
None.
Is that right?
That is correct.
Well, it's on the back of that thing. Got to turn it up. Yeah. Oh, welcome to it. Oh God, it's always something. Yes. No. All right. Huh? Yeah, but hold on. So you can't hear me?
Correct.
Yes, it is. We've been doing this enough years where it's just like a fine-tooth comb. What, Mark? It's just, is it that or not? Did I write it down wrong? Oh. All right, we're going to start a portion of this over for terrestrial. But for you, lucky folks who have tuned in today, you're getting what you're getting. But for some reason, we definitely had volume. Mark, as he's known to do, was involved in another show today, and he had complete volume.
So what did he do?
It makes no sense that
When he
he
got
would
back,
ever.
Ralph, he knocked his friggin' thing over. His headset's down on the ground. We saw him do it.
What, he knocked something over?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Whatever it was, Mark, you fucking knocked
Do
something
it quick,
over.
Mark.
Can you beat
Hey, welcome back, my friends, and
Stupid.
this will get better before you get married. That's what our grandmother used to tell us. So you did write it down wrong? Oh God. Oh yes. It's like you only had one thing, just one thing.
I never run into these problems when I do CSUN radio.
Mark, you really need to move because I got to go out over there and figure out why they're getting no volume in their phones. And see, this is exactly why Mom never watches the show anymore, because of the ridicule that Mark C.G. Boyer goes to or through. Now, is it us?
It's not undeserved.
Or is it him? Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna throw this thing up there so you got volume.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
Tell me what you want.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, it did.
He just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
To lighten them up, loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
At the lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
Yeah.
And he's not fat. We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
Tell me what you want.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, it did.
He just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
To lighten them up, loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
At the lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
Yeah.
And he's not fat. We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Well, I can tell you one thing for our terrestrial, beautiful terrestrial radio stations that are audio only, obviously, and apparently across the nation, we are going to sound so damn professional. But for those of you watching us on YouTube and Rumble and X, well, you know different. Isn't it fun to have some behind-the-scenes stuff, Ralph? Isn't that fun?
They get to see how the sausage is made.
Yeah, well, and some sausages are better than others, right? So, Mark, you gave me a different phone number to call Uncle Dick.
It does appear so.
I wonder if I should call him anyway.
No, but I gave you a new number.
How stupid can one man be?
Quite a lot.
What are you singing now? You trying to sing a Frank Sinatra song?
No, I'm just saying.
You just don't.
I'm just saying.
Today's
quite
just
a
one of
lot.
those days where just don't.
Don't what?
You don't. Don't do anything. He's irritating today, Ralph.
Today?
Oh, you're right. I know.
When am I not?
Freaking irritating. I mean, you wear like a bat. You're almost 70 years old, Mark.
All right, let's see if this goes through. And of course, he'll be out on the golf course. No, he wouldn't be out there. Not this
It's
way.
too hot.
It's way too hot in northern Nevada. Ridiculously. Muy caliente. Or he's laying down because I wore him out over the last 3 days. Yeah. All right.
And then you're also assuming it's the right number anyway.
Yeah, it's the right number, but it must have been the right number, but he's not picking up. Oh, there you have it. So, Ralph, first time you've been in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar this time of year and not burning your ass off.
No, that AC is sweet.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's working. It's working enough where it's changed the dynamics. But Mark, it's still fried Mark C.G. Boyer's brain, where he just cannot. Do you have an excuse? What do you have to say for yourself, Mark?
There is no excuse. I am a quintessential screw up.
Oh, now see, how do we pile on?
That doesn't make me feel bad.
Well, I don't
All
know
right.
why I
Well,
would.
finally, I agree with him.
Okay, open a can of this whip-ass old-fashioned. Did you open it already, Ralph?
You told me to wait.
This is compliments Beth and Tony, and it's 70 proof, and these are very small cans, not unlike Mark C.G. Boyer. Oh, it's not a small can at all. All right, and then pour it on the ice, and let's see if this tastes like an old-fashioned.
Smells like an old fashioned.
Oh yeah, or as my dead buddy Milt Larson, proprietor of the Magic Castle in Hollywood, would call it an old-fashioned.
An old fashioned.
An old-fashioned. Yeah, that's tastes like a damn old-fashioned,
Yes,
and it's 70 proof, which is
Nice.
not so bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a hot one. It is it's like 7 inches from the midday sun. It is that hot here in the San Fernando Valley, and it was hot as hell in northern Nevada. It got up to about 106 degrees, but it's a little less humid.
It's the dry heat.
It is a dry heat. Let me find this, and thanks to Ralph for giving me a thumbs up and a head turn, a head pivot on this one. It was simply a caption. My wife is a host on QVC. Her co-workers and teammates are the best, and this was Pure TV Gold live TV.
Live TV.
So this is a middle-aged gal, and what is she selling?
She's selling wigs.
Wigs.
And she's showing the wigs.
So she's showing the wig, and she
Millinery.
turns her head to show the back of her head and the wig, and it sounded like this.
I love to show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon. Oh my God. And it looks beautiful.
All right, so here's what's happening today. We're having a huge
that's
beauty
another
sale.
gal.
Everything ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I will remind you that this is a one-time only price, where the price goes up at the end of the show.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever the price is, count me in.
They sold out.
She meant to say blowout, and how embarrassing. But instead of making it as funny as it was, those QVC, please ignore what you just heard. Well, no, you can't ignore that. I mean, you feel for her, but she wasn't. She wasn't throwing herself under the bus. She was laughing about it. It's like, okay, that was. But what is on her mind?
Exactly.
Right? Isn't that what you're saying to yourself? What the hell is on her mind? All right, I'll play it one last time. It's really quick. If you just tuned in, this is a gal on QVC, and she makes an utterance that she didn't mean to say.
I love to show the texture and this wave pattern. Again, it looks like you went and got a blowjob at your blowout at your salon. Oh my God. And
It's a great
it looks
salon.
beautiful.
All right, so here's what's happening today. We're having a huge beauty sale.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
ships to you for free, but that goes away at the end of the day. I
Okay.
will remind you that this is a one-time only price, where the price goes up at the end of the show.
Yeah. You know, I just arrived last night from a place that those certain items you can purchase at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch at Mound House. And why aren't we doing a QVC type show from the old Moonlight Bunny Ranch?
Everything's for sale.
Everything is for sale at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. And I think that would be a lot of fun. But I do love that this was posted by apparently her husband.
Yes.
And got a kick out of this because that's funny. I think they must have a great relationship, right? I mean, don't you think because they can make fun of. It's not like, you know, and who knows where they are on the political scale? You know, maybe they're conservative, maybe they're. I don't think it matters. I just don't think it matters. But anyway, I will. If you don't mind me saying, I'll order 2.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, I know Charlie Christensen is out there. I don't know if enjoying would be the right way to put it, but the show, my buddy from Northern Nevada, who I didn't see this time. It's one of the rare times. His baby girl, beautiful gal, and a sweetheart, who I never had the chance to meet in person, but she passed away. And so Charlie is going through some hell and back. As you know, those of you who watch Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and listen to us on the finest radio stations, you know that my brother and I lost our father about 6 weeks ago. And not that we're getting into a peeing match here, but, man, losing your daughter, I mean, it's pretty devastating losing your dad, but losing your daughter, that's something no parent, I don't think, should ever have to go through.
Parents should not outlive, their children.
And Mark C.G. Boyer, back to 1. No, you're right.
You guys aren't very good with it. I outlived my first son.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's just it's a sucky thing. And Charlie Christensen, I love you dearly. We were supposed to have dinner last night, and I get it. I totally get it, man. Love you, Charlie. Gardnerville, Nevada, man. Next time you're in that area, try the fish and chips at the grill next door. Now, I didn't eat there, but this was an email from someone who enjoys, or at least puts up with this show, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, and they sent me an email, and they said it's a place called the Grill Next Door because I talk about this incredible fish and chips place across the street from the French bar, right there on 395 at, what the hell is the name of that old damn casino? I can never think of the name. But it was named after the owner. And speaking of, and we were of Mound House, Nevada, and the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, Dennis Hoff, he brought me over there to this casino for the very first time many, many years ago because he said, Matt, you got to try their beef ribs. And they were like $5, and you get 3 massive beef ribs. And that was, that was 20 years ago. But I don't see the beef rib special on the menu anymore. The price of meat, especially beef, it's just gone through the roof. But this little joint serves up the most massive plate of fish and chips, and they hand batter it there, and it is so damn good. But I've been told that next time I'm in Gardnerville, the Grill Next Door. And I looked them up, and their burgers look off the stinking hook. So I look forward to that.
Mark, it's a play on words, like the girl next door, the grill next door. Cool name, huh? I just let you know.
That's funny. I never put that together.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a great name.
I did not put that
play on words.
Because if I were to open up a restaurant, I'd call it the Grill of My Dreams.
Yeah.
But
I know that's what they meant. The grill next door, the girl next door.
The Grill of My Dreams.
Yeah.
And then the Swiss Chalet continues to be one of the great dive bars of all time in Reno, Nevada. I guess I mentioned Uncle Dick to pick me up at 1:35 in the afternoon a couple days ago when it should have been 2:35. So I guess he was waiting out there at the airport and then finally said, screw this. And he went over to the Swiss Chalet and had a couple. And then he called me a couple times, and so I got a little text message from him. I can't return texts on my phone. because my phone is from the 1800s. But so I called him. He said, "Well, I thought you were at 1:35." I said, "Whoop! I must have given you the wrong damn time." All right, be there in 8 minutes. So he was, and we went back to the Swiss, and what a great dive bar. For those of you dive bar hunting in northern Nevada, you got to check out the Swiss Chalet. It is one of the greatest. But you got to like smoke. You got to put up with us cigar smokers, and that's one of the superlatives of the place. And I had now dig this, Ralph from the Bronx.
Okay.
I had the best chicken Parmigiana of my life at a little joint called Jay's Bistro in Dayton, Nevada. It's a highfalutin restaurant in this old town in northern Nevada, right off Highway 50, the loneliest highway. I could not believe it was, and I thought of you, Ralph, because you mentioned that when you had a great chicken Parmigiana not long ago, they didn't pound the chicken into submission. That's the way this was. It was thick, but the breading was crisp and tasty, and it was huge.
Yeah, it was that joint down in Huntington Beach.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Well, this joint is in northern Nevada in Dayton, and this is the best ever with a huge thing of pasta and zucchini. I love zucchini. I'm a big zucchini fan, and it's not cheap, but I guess you're gonna pay $28 for a chicken Parmigiana now, right? I guess that's just status quo. Unless you're at Dan Tana's in West Hollywood, and then it's closer to 70. And I don't recommend that. Why do that when you can pick up two of these at Jay's Bistro in Dayton, Nevada? And then for the first time in a long time, in fact, the last time I believe I was at the oldest saloon in Nevada was with Mark C.G. Boyer. We stopped by there quite a few years ago, and it is at the Mormon settlement, a town called Genoa.
Yes.
And it's the oldest saloon. In 1853, when they started, it was originally called Livingston's Exchange. And I had a bad taste in my mouth when Mark and I went in, and I walked in smoking a cigar. The oldest bar, you would always, cigar is welcome. And boy, did I get stink eye from a couple gals sitting there at the bar. No smoking. I said, no smoking at the oldest bar in Nevada, in Genoa? No smoking. And then the bartender looked at me and said, yeah, no. I said, when did that stupid rule start? She said, well, it doesn't matter when it started. That's when. I said, well, I don't take this the wrong way when I say y'all suck. and I walked out, and that was it. And that was the last time.
I like the little tchotchke place we went to next door.
Oh, you're talking about the antique store?
Yeah.
Oh, man, have I picked up some of the greatest martini shakers at that joint. And you got to hunt the guy down so he'll open his store. You got to find him. He lives next door because it's not open all the time. And I picked up some, what is that stuff, that elixir wormwood? Because I have 2 bottles on the bar that I haven't opened. What is that elixir? Come on.
Bitters?
No. What the hell is this? And I just know that those of you watching and or listening to me, you're screaming at the radio and or your TV or smartphone right now. You're screaming. It's like, you know what this is. Oh, absinthe. And I found a bottle of original absinthe from, it was either the late 1800s or early 1900s in that antique store, not opened. I bought that thing 20 years ago, had it at my other bar in the hills of Encino, and never had any intention of opening it, because you got to think that's probably worth $1 or $2. Well, then after one of the shows, I noticed it was friggin' opened, and I blame one of 2 people. My former friend who was in a bunch of movies, remember him? Mm-hmm. Remember that guy?
Yep.
Or his buddy Robo, or both of them took a swig. But I'm telling you, it's never the same. I mean, and I thought it was a good deal too. It was like $100 for the thing, which means that today it'd be worth at least $110. But now open, who the hell knows? But the oldest saloon, I recommend it if you like a Bloody Mary, although their prices are It's not like the old dive bars. It's not like the old saloon in Genoa, the way it was, where a beautiful Bloody Mary was $4 or $5. No, they got it on the printed up menu now. You know, world's greatest Bloody Mary, $11. Now, Dick didn't see that when he laid down his 20, and he was nice enough to buy us a couple cocktails. He didn't have the Bloody Mary, but I looked at him and I said, you may want to throw a little more money down there. And I took out, got a couple ducats from my pocket, not to mention some cash. And he's looking at that, and I said, look at it. He said, 11 freaking bucks for a Bloody Mary? What? I said, yep. I said, I told you, I forewarned you.
It's the people from L.A. moving to northern Nevada.
100% the douchebags from right here in this town where we cast live. It is those people, and especially it's those people from Northern California who have they're taking over. Because the time that Mark C.G. Boyer and I visited one of my favorite bars, the oldest Mormon settlement, Genoa, I expected nothing but good things. But then I noticed all these high-class motorcycles out in the parking lot. Most of them had California plates.
There you go.
California can ruin anything.
Oh, yes.
Right?
They ruined California.
Yeah, they completely ruined California. Yeah, Mark?
You want the bad news? And an open bottle of 1890s absinthe, $1,000 to $3,000.
Yeah, Thanks, Robo, and thanks, see, it's a 40 and slip. I can't even think of his name now.
Tyson.
Yeah, the chicken.
Richard Tyson. Because you know that he would do anything to disrupt and do the rudest crap ever. You may know him from, what the hell was he in? He was in Black Hawk Down. Kindergarten Cop. He was the
Two Moon Junction.
Yeah, he was the bad guy, though, in Kindergarten Cop. That was not acting. That was not a stretch for Richard Tyson. And then he was in Black Hawk Down. That was a small role. I would give him kudos because at least he got a role in that damn thing, a Ridley Scott film.
Something About Mary.
Yeah, Something About Mary. And something about drinking my friggin' absinthe. So there you go, Richard. You want to get back into my good graces, send me $3,000. And we'll, and I still won't finish off the bottle. I'll still keep what's left in there.
How about some glass for your case?
Yeah, you mean my lawyer bookcase that he also broke? Yeah.
Roll, Tide, roll.
Oh, God. Why do you have to be an ass? And then...
well, he votes the right way.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. It's like, I can't believe you're a Republican, Matt. I said, well, believe it, because I love America. He said, well, I'm a Democrat because I like people. Okay. All right. Yeah, just more flouty BS that makes absolutely no sense. I will tell you about the world's greatest shrimp scampi at my favorite bar in Sparks, Nevada. And as a matter of fact, it's a bar that when Ralph Odierna from the Bronx was visiting Sparks just a month or so ago, I said, well, you're in Sparks, so you got to... No, I didn't.
There you go.
This is the world's greatest bar, and they only serve shrimp scampi on Friday and Saturday, and that's why I planned the trip so I'd fly out last night, and my arms, don't even ask how tired, and we did that. I'll tell you about it next.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. 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 They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Talk about extreme.
Stars, would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. The demons of decadence, smoking, drinking, and interrupting. Live from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, this is Magic Matt Allen, Outlaw Radio.
Oh!
Welcome back, my friends, my friendlies. Welcome back, Matchy Matt's Outlaw Radio. And, of course, even after the scolding that we gave Mark C.G. Boyer minutes ago, so he left this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, and he left the door open. For the first time, we finally got this sort of a feasible climate where we're not sweating our butts off. And, of course, he can't leave without keeping the door open.
No.
And this, according to my mother the other night, this is why I don't watch anymore, because you're always putting down Mark. Once again, is it me? Do I love the guy? Yes. But does he always... Yeah, there he goes. Did you know you left the door open, Mark? Yes, so I can get back in. So, okay, no, you didn't hear that, but this is good stuff. Did you hear it, Ralph?
Yeah, I'm not sure how a door works.
No, dig this. No, the reason why he left the door open, this is a quote now. He said, so I could get back in.
How stupid can one man be? He can't open up
Did a
a
donkey
door.
kick you in the head? No.
Wow.
And the man said, did a donkey kick you in the head? Mark.
All right, welcome back, my friends.
I think he does stuff on purpose, though, because he likes people to pay attention.
I wish he was that smart.
I used to think that. I did. I used to think that might be true, and then I just realized, no, he's truly a doofus.
He's proud of it, though. That's what's gross.
Well, but I don't know if he's proud of it. I just think that there's no other way for him to be, and he's sort of he's grasped that logic that there's nothing he can do to change it.
Nope.
Oh, Ralph, you weren't here.
I can either be miserable or just ignore it.
Mark said because I was talking about getting duct taped to the flagpole in high school or thrown in the dumpster. He's like, no, only one time. That's because I was screwing the cheerleaders.
Yeah, I got
He
my
was nailing
pants
the
up
cheerleader,
the flagpole.
And the jock got mad at him because he was nailing the cheerleader.
So I think my brother Mart is bringing this up
because it's BS.
No,
well,
it's not.
because it's tough to believe. Because it is it's a hard concept to swallow. I think that's why you're bringing it up.
Now there was advantages to being smart, and tutoring
Not in
all
high
of the
school.
cute girls was one of them.
No. I was a stoner in high school, and I was hitting the cheerleaders. Okay.
Well, you weren't hitting them. Let's understand that he's not talking about violence here.
Or maybe he is.
The vice principal walked by as I'm standing there in my underwear, looking up at the flagpole, and he says, "How you doing, Mark? It's not my best day, sir." And he left, and he kept going.
Yeah, but it's not. It probably wasn't your worst day either. I bet there have been many worse days than that.
I bet there was no better days.
So I'll wrap this up on my little trip to Northern Nevada. It's God's country, especially if you like, you like cheap food and cheap drinks, and you have a hankering for the desert. Then you'll like this part of the country. It's Dayton, Nevada, and then you got your basic. Gardnerville, which is on the way back to L.A. if you were driving on the 395. And that French bar, boy, do I love that place. It is where the locals hang out. And so there's this old curmudgeon, and you'd swear he was at least in his 90s. And he said, "Welcome to the French bar. I've been here for 60 or 50 years." And I said, "Well, this ain't my first time. I'm here because I love this joint." He said, "Well, you got good taste." And when I say that this guy with a big old beard and facial hair all over that noggin of his looked to be in his 90s, I was thinking at least that. And so Dick said, "So you've been here how long?" And he said, "I don't know, 50 years." And he said, "Yep, 72." Meaning, I'm 72. The dude was only 72. Now, Dick looked at me because Dick is 76, and he looked at me and he said, "There's no heaven way. There's no. He said, "That is one hard life, man. Can you imagine what you have to go through to look like that?" And you'll see that with a lot of dudes up there, especially up there in Virginia City. And the only time we never visited Virginia City in one of my trips, the old 1876 town up there, the most haunted city in America. But we didn't because Uncle Dick is going through some sort of eye thing, and the pressure in upper elevations could screw it up. and he had this operation, and it's healing well. And Mark C.G. Boyer in a couple weeks. Boy, I'll tell you what, who knew that Mark C.G. Boyer and my Uncle Dick would have something in common? Mark C.G. Boyer has an operation on his eyes in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
And
End of the month,
that should alleviate your absolutely terrible driving.
No.
No?
No, I'll just be able to drive more at night.
But not
and
better.
Not kill anyone.
But not better?
No. No, come on.
Yeah, but hold on a second. The entire reason why you veered to the left lanes, and I always have to catch you and say, no, you're too far over to the left, I thought was because of astigmatism or something that your eyes are going through.
It's possible. The lenses I'm getting will help correct that.
Okay.
There you go. Maybe it'll work.
I think that's what I said.
There's no benefit speaking with them. There's just none.
Just no.
You mean there's no upside speaking with Mark?
No, there really isn't.
So you're trying to piss off my mother as well? You're so mean to Mark. You're just so mean. Yesterday at the Copenhagen bar, which is absolutely the world's greatest bar in Northern Nevada, in Sparks, Nevada. Notice I'm not saying Nevada, because that would make me make me someone from California. No, it's Nevada, and this Copenhagen bar, they only serve shrimp scampi on Friday and Saturday nights. For $16, you get a plate of shrimp scampi with perfectly made angel hair and the best garlic bread you've ever tasted ever. And if you just want the shrimp scampi, and you, by the way, you get about 12 of these huge shrimp. If you just want that, that's only $12. So it's $4 extra if you want the pasta. Only at the Copenhagen bar. I'm telling you, that's the place to live. Although old Elon Musk, because he put his plant there years ago in Sparks, and because of that, the price of housing has gone through the roof. So, and this is a guy I like. I mean, I like Elon Musk an awful lot. But man, oh Manischewitz, when you build a ginormous factory like that Tesla factory, and all those people from Northern California now move in, and they see the prices of houses at that time compared to the Bay Area, oh, hell. They're all moving, and that's what happened. So how much do you know about Megan Rapinoe?
Enough to know that I don't like talking about her.
Whining about Sophie Cunningham taking pictures with Riley Gaines. And I think it's almost everything you need to know. Leftist soccer star Megan Rapinoe criticized WNBA player. By the way, nothing against WNBA, but everything. Is anybody watching that yet? I mean,
women.
I would say lesbian women. If I were a lesbian, I'd be watching WNBA because they are physically fit and just sweating all over the court. Could you imagine? I bet there are front row seats for our beautiful lesbian contingent out there.
Do you know what confuses the executives at the WNBA?
I'm not certain, Ralph. What?
What the W stands for.
So Megan Rapinoe criticized WNBA player Sophie Cunningham for taking a picture with women's sport advocate Riley Gaines as a Fever versus Lynx game. Oh, so that was at one of those games, August 2nd. Riley Gaines, the former college swimmer who is now an activist against trans participation in women's sports. Well, that only doesn't say she's against trans people. It just proves that she's smart.
Yes.
She's just really smart. Snapped a photo with Cunningham. Gaines, who has advocated for protecting it, and it really is all about protecting women's sports from the incursion of trans-identifying male athletes who could certainly have the power and they have the muscle where the females do not, and stay out of the female locker rooms, for God's sakes.
2 former NBA players said they're going to declare themselves eligible for the WNBA draft because they're now trans basketball players. And if they don't get drafted, they'll be suing for discrimination.
So are they doing it? They have a reason behind it, right?
Yeah,
Or are they
to point out the hypocrisy.
I love that. God bless them. Rapinoe commented on the picture of the two of them together, saying it told me everything I need to know. I don't know Sophie, so I can only project what I see about her beliefs based on her actions, Rapinoe said. And seeing a picture of her with Riley Gaines after the game told me everything I need to know about what's happening. Riley Gaines, what a good gal.
Yep.
You know, who really had the for a female, she had the balls to stand up and say something about this, about men in female locker rooms. God, what a good gal. Cunningham was talking in an ESPN profile that she supports fairness in women's sports. She emphasized that while she does not have any prejudice towards transgender individual girls, see, you don't have to have a prejudice.
No.
In order to do the right thing and believe in the right thing for female sports. I also think with that love is truth, being honest, and I want to protect young girls in a locker room or young girls in sport who shouldn't have to go against biological men. The Minute interview was published. The trans publishers and left-wingers, of course, on the attack because that's what they do. And that spurred Cunningham to defend her position. But she didn't back it down from her views. Another gal who is doing the right thing and has no problem going on record with it. I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. Yes, that's it. That's everything in a nutshell. It's absolute common sense. I think it's really important to protect children, she said later in response to the criticism. I don't dislike anyone, she added. I'm there to love, but I'm also there to love biological women. Right, you can love both. You know, you can love both, but do the right thing. And how about, and speaking of, it's sort of the same sort of thing. Federal appeals court upheld the Florida ban on exposing children to lewd drag shows. Love that.
Yep.
Love that. God, where has that governor been all our lives living here in California? Oh, my gosh, wouldn't it be great if somehow, because, his term is up. I think, our a-hole term is up.
Byron Donald is running for governor in Florida.
But the problem is the great governor of Florida would probably want nothing to do with California.
That's true.
But I'll tell you, could he do some great things? Could he be elected? Do you think, Ralph, that this man would even have a shot?
I don't think so.
Yeah?
We're too far gone.
Too many wishy-washy a-holes in this state, this formerly great and beautiful state. Aesthetically, it's great, unless you're downtown or in some of the suburbs. Where,
Santa Monica.
Yeah, Santa Monica, Venice Beach with the homeless.
I won't even go to Hollywood anymore. I mean, I played up and down the strip in the 80s and 90s and all that, and it was nice. It was cool. It was smoggier, but it was nice. It was still clean. It was just like people passing out flyers. Go down there now? I won't even go to Hollywood.
Nobody even wants to build it. Speaking about Elon Musk in northern Nevada, he's about to break ground on a new building for SpaceX in between San Antonio and Austin.
Yep.
100 million square feet.
Yeah. How many jobs?
I worked on two of his projects.
How many jobs, man, does that create? And he would be, I think he'd...
Marty, you can work all day long down there at 100 million square feet.
I think he'd be doing that in California if he wasn't treated so poorly by this piece of crap governor of ours. All right, my friends, we'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Charismatic, outrageous, edgy, hilarious. Radio for the mentally challenged. Chronic talk from the panic room. Look, up in the sky. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Magic Matt Allen. This is Outlaw Radio.
And all of this applause is for you, my friends. Thank you for joining us because we're coming apart. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X. And yes, apparently I'm producing the show today, which is a real, it's a pain in the ass. I mean, it really is, because I got to hit the buttons and then speak to you lovely folks. The speaking part I love, but my gosh, you know, how do you do both? Don't you scratch your noggin, Ralph in the Bronx, and think, how does he do that?
It's amazing.
Why does he do that?
You come from the DNA of a one-man band, so you're just a one-man back there.
Talking about our great father, Gary.
Yeah, because Dave is getting his CCW today, or this weekend.
Yeah, that's the guy you want with a CCW, right?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody?
3/4 of a bottle of bourbon and a 45.
Oh, no.
Well, that's where you can't carry.
Yeah, well, you're not.
You can't. I mean, that's part
No,
of
Mark, you're not supposed to. You're certainly not supposed to. But dude, why does he need one? I mean, he's a hulking figure as it is. He can kick most asses in a dive bar without a gun.
It's a. No, I don't want to say it.
No, well, speak the truth. I love that. What? What don't you want to say?
Brought it up, Marty.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
No, I'm not. No, it's not worth my life.
Well, especially after he gets that CC dub, because you'll just never know now. Senate panel votes 8-5 to hold Anthony Fauci in contempt of Congress. Well, darn it, I was sort of hoping that would happen.
And 13 different state AGs are subpoenaing him.
Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee 2 days ago voted to hold Anthony, one of the most evil persons on the planet, in contempt of Congress after the former National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease chief pled the fifth well over 100 times during his testimony. Chairman Rand Paul, you know, never a big old Trump supporter, but I think he was, he did the right thing. And he did the right thing. And I think he's an articulate guy. Why does he hate Donald Trump so much, Ralph? Is it because Trump is not a fan of his dad's?
No, Rand Paul is a hardcore libertarian.
Right.
And Trump just isn't.
Well, we're not either.
No.
We're not hardcore, but I appreciate a libertarian over I do these socialist Democrats.
100%.
Yeah, and that's why I do not hate. I don't even dislike Rand Paul. Yeah, I mean, he can dislike Donald Trump all he wants, but man, he's doing the right thing, and he's been on Fauci's ass for quite some time now. Of course, the lefties, you know, they say, "Oh, it's a witch hunt," and no, it's not. It's not a witch hunt. I mean,
he's the greatest serial killer the world has ever known.
Yes, these are his words in his diary. We're not making this up. This is all Fauci.
I like how he said, "I don't think it's fair that you're going to be quoting my unredacted diary."
What the hell? He's just a lying, evil piece of crap.
I hate that he's Italian.
You know? Yeah. How does your brethren feel about that?
Oh, man.
In all caps, the post Rand Paul wrote, passed by Republicans on behalf of the millions of Americans and their families still affected years after the, I can't say it, but the C word and then the the fake flu. The resolution to hold Anthony Fauci in contempt of Congress has passed out of the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee by a vote of 8-5. Paul explained prior to the vote that lawmakers were voting on whether a witness who's received the benefit of a sweeping federal pardon can be ordered by this committee to answer questions and then defy that order without consequences. We only have one question, he said, whether to hold a witness responsible for his contempt toward Congress. The witness has had many chances to answer the questions pertinent to our investigation, and he made his decision 111 times, and because of that, it is contempt. Now, will it be more than a slap on the wrist? What do you think, Ralph?
I don't know. They got Trump's guy on contempt of Congress, and he did 6 months. I think Fauci's going to do some time.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't that make you happy?
The bigger problem for Fauci are the 13 state AGs that have subpoenaed him.
Yes.
Because the pardon doesn't go for state crimes.
Oh, wow. So, lawsuits aplenty, I
Yes.
think, coming. All right, we'll be this after back. Another hour of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations. What's up, what's up? Thank you, Beth and Tony, for these, this canned old-fashioned.
doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
Most imitated radio station in the nation. I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
Tell me what you want.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
You just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up, fly. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon. Outlaw. Outlaw Radio.
Alrighty then, welcome back. We are the hot rockin' flame-throwing Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations throughout the nation. Yeah, it was, boy, there was a lot of boozing, a lot of carousing over the last 3 days in Northern Nevada, and I recommend it to all of you who really love the finer things in life, and that would be boozing and carousing and eating shrimp scampi.
And smoking.
And smoking and drinking. Yeah, that's the other part. You know, I neglect to mention that we're smoking cigars at bars.
Yeah.
We're smoking cigars at bars in Northern Nevada.
It's called freedom.
It's called America. It's called America. Oh, man, do I miss America. And that's why every few months I have to visit my Uncle Dick.
You know, growing up back when I was a child, I think there was an ashtray in every room, including the bathroom.
Oh, at our house as well, because both Mom and Dad smoked.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we survived.
Somehow, yeah. I mean, who knows how many more years, Ralph? But, you know, we made it this far.
Yep.
So
They smoked at the dinner table.
That's what I'm saying. Every room had an ashtray.
Yeah. But, and, you know, Milt grew up the same way. Milt Larson for the Magic Castle, and he lived to be 92 years old.
Well, how long would he have lasted if he didn't smoke?
I would probably say till he was 70. Yeah. You need a little something to look forward to, no matter what it is, whether it's a great cigar or a beautiful T-bone or ribeye or a mostly white meat turkey TV dinner. I mean, you need something every day to look forward to.
Because that tinfoil is very healthy.
It is. You know, now these days, I don't think they make them with tinfoil anymore.
Oh, really?
No, I don't believe so.
No, it's kind of a
even the
saran
banquet,
wrap type thing.
even the banquet chicken pot pies.
Yeah, they're not
They're
foil.
Yeah, it's like you use some kind of a oven-safe cardboard.
Yeah.
And, but you know, I looked on the back of those because I was going. I got a couple of these things. I thought these have got to have a lot of sodium. They don't.
No.
They're one of the things that don't. Top ramen, almost 100%. All those kind of soups and noodles and a lot. Those pot pies don't
It's
have
how
a
they
lot.
keep them fresh for 10 years.
Yeah,
and,
it's true.
You know, give them any kind of flavor.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I love ramens. I love
So
them.
do I.
And I know they're bad for you. I know that there's
The noodles themselves aren't bad.
I'm thinking of all the things I've done in life, the sodium isn't the worst.
Yeah, probably. So I'll continue.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will take some of those ramen packets, throw in some shrimp.
Yeah.
It's really good. I mean, it's really damn good. But that mixture of chemicals that you tear open with your teeth.
It's so great.
What? I mean, it tastes so good.
It does.
There is more MSG per capita, I think, in a sliver of that stuff than in any other food item.
And you know, China just mass produces those packets.
Oh man, yeah.
Just mass produces.
And for that, and the fact that they can sell them so inexpensively, can you imagine how the profit has to be huge? It must cost them pennies per packet. And I like all the ramens, no, not just the cheap
No,
ones.
I get the variety pack.
Do you like the shrimp?
I like the shrimp.
I do too.
I like the beef.
See, I'll put pepper on there, but my buddy Paul, God rest his soul, he used to dump salt
No.
on top of that.
No, no, no.
I used to put the red chili flakes on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not salt.
He did.
That's the one thing it doesn't need.
He used to salt his salads.
Oh, no. Don't see. I don't do that either. A lot of pepper. I do like pepper.
Yeah.
Although my engineer, when I was just a baby DJ at KYYX in Seattle, Don Winget. Boy, that was a strange guy. Most engineers, by the way, especially chief engineers, most of them are pretty strange dudes. This guy used to talk about, because I would be eating there and using pepper, and he said, I'll give you anal cancer. I said,
They
"What?"
say it's a carcinogenic. It is BS.
Why are you putting it in your butt?
You know what? I think that's where I went wrong. And so Don Winget, he knew what he was talking about. Okay, I got to play this. It's been a while. The girl quiz.
If you're driving 80 miles per hour, how long does it take you to go 80 miles?
80 hours. All right, takes 70 hours. 70 hours. 80 hours?
If you're ever mad at a woman, just remember, she's probably retarded. It's not her fault.
I can't get enough of that. I just can't get enough of that. And you know that wouldn't work if you had a guy saying it. But a chick, it's like, see, those are the good chicks. And we do have the best broads who listen to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio and watch us on YouTube and Rumble and X. Because they know.
Really isn't her fault.
It's not her fault because, well...
If you're driving 80 miles per hour, how long does it take you to go 80 miles?
80 hours. All right, takes 70 hours. 70 hours. 80 hours?
If you're ever mad at a woman, just remember, she's probably retarded. It's not her fault.
Yeah, what I love about this is it's not a bit. These are real females that are being posed this real question. And they can't get. Now, I'm not the best at math, but I don't think you could pose an easier question. I think it's impossible.
80 miles per hour.
How long does it take you?
80 hours.
80 hours. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on, because I'm producing. I got to punch this up as well. And, okay, I'm ready.
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
Now listen, I know Babs has a really good voice, but because she's so stupid, because of her political affliction, and she's so damn stupid, that I felt a little trickle of blood coming from my right ear on that note. Barbra Streisand laments disgraceful witch hunt against Fauci. GOP trying to rewrite the history of the pandemic. Singer, actress, Barbra Streisand got triggered by Senate Republicans voting to hold Anthony Fauci in contempt, calling the disgraced bureaucrat an American hero. That's Streisand. According to Streisand, 84-year-old Babs, Fauci is an American stinking hero. She shared a post yesterday on the left-wing echo chamber Blue Sky in the defense of Fauci, former director of National Institute of Allergy and blah, 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 blah. After private notes he logged on a government server proved he was lying to the public. How could it be more simple than this? It proved that he was lying to the general public. Is there, Ralph, and please, play devil's advocate.
Sure.
Is there any other way you can take what he wrote in his own hand in those emails?
I think he was misquoted in his own diary.
You think he was misquoted?
I think he was misquoted.
Even though he wrote it?
Yes.
Okay. By the way, I don't know if that Prince here on, but that's our dog going nuts, which means Sgt Dennis Zine is probably here. The last great LA councilman.
Were you just talking about the Queen of Malibu?
Babs.
Yeah.
Barbara.
She's 84, huh?
Yeah, 84. Yeah. Do you think her hubby's having a good day? I mean,
well, he's cashing her checks.
I mean, obviously, she's worth a hell of a lot more than what's his name, Brolin.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't you think that's got to be a lot to put up with? Because Brolin, who I have met, seemed like a really affable guy, just sort of an everyday sweet guy. That's not supposed to happen. Remember that scene?
Always loved James Brolin.
I'm just saying, if you know what, put me on easy street, I'll put up with a lot.
Yeah, but there comes a point where you can only put up with so much.
Well, he understands he's pussy whipped. He does. He's got to, right?
I don't know if he's ever got on record of saying that.
Yeah, because he was the tough guy in all the movies and all the stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe that he's got to know that he's pussy whipped.
Do you think? Looks like the great and honorable Dennis Zine, the last great LA Councilman. Do you think James Brolin is probably pussy whipped? I mean, married to Barbara Streisand, how many years? Absolutely. Okay, that was it. By the way, that was off mic, but it was an absolutely from Sgt Dennis Zine. Dr. Anthony Fauci has been subjected to a disgraceful witch hunt by Senate Republicans. He's an American.
Are you sure Dennis didn't plead the fifth?
He's not yet. Believe me, he has time.
It's incredible.
He's an American hero, according to Babs, amid the horrors of the fake flu, which killed 1 million Americans. Dr. Fauci was a voice of reason and helped speed the development of the vaccine to prevent hospitalization. The GOP is attempting to rewrite the history of the flu. During the era of the C-19 lockdowns, Streisand took several partisan jabs while simultaneously decrying division in the United States. The Yentl star personally blamed President Donald Trump and Republican lawmakers for deaths that occurred during the crisis, spurred by overreaction to a disease with an overstated fatality rate, a fact now confirmed by Fauci's own journal entries. And if you have been a follower of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations, you know that we have been nothing but consistent when it came to this and the exaggeration of the deaths. And what have we said over and over? It's a bad flu season. Period. It's a bad flu season. Dennis, you got your phones on there?
I got something on.
All right. I mean, Dennis, didn't you feel the same way? I know we spoke. We didn't get together much because, well, we don't want to go anywhere masked up.
Right.
But you knew what it was, right? You knew as well as everyone else that it was.
I was suspicious, like most individuals, with any type of intelligence.
Yeah, with any. Thanks, Dennis. Well, you came hunting for bear today. I love that.
Well, I got attacked by the dog outside. I had to, unfortunately, utilize.
Oh no.
Police tactics. They worked. So now I'm waiting for the DA to say, "Why'd you do that?"
Oh no! Oh no!
He's the most harmless friggin' dog in the planet.
Well, for sure he is now.
He's very protective and.
He is very protective.
No, but he's very harmless. He'll lick you.
He is harmless now.
You gotta know. Well, if you did do something, then.
What are you gonna do, Marty?
Oh, that poor baby.
May he enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I just gave him a little sleeping pill. You know?
Oh, jeez. Oh, a little
He's sleeping. He's sleeping. He's okay, Marty.
Little love tap. Yeah.
It's okay.
Were you
nothing big?
No, it's not okay if you did something to him. So it's not okay. All right.
More, I wouldn't do anything to hurt
You just
you,
got to
dog.
say his name, and he would have been fine. If
wouldn't-
Billy doesn't know to tell you, just say his name.
I just said
and
dog.
He would have been
I
fine.
said dog and
How about Barstow? And then he would've-
Barstow.
Yeah.
All right, I should have said Barstow. Someone had told me.
Billy should have told you.
You'd say the security dog out there.
Not a
Well,
security
we made
dog.
friends. We made friends.
Oh, good.
It
Sure
turned
he
out
did.
okay.
He's a friendly dog.
He'll be waiting for you.
He takes
He'll
you.
be waiting for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's sitting out there waiting for you. No, he's fine.
He's
It was
fine.
just a little ricochet, but no big deal.
Oh, jeez.
Marty, I wouldn't do that to you.
Of course. Oh.
Oh my God.
May he rest in peace. He was such a good dog, Dennis.
No, he's still a good dog.
Okay.
He's not like gone.
He's named after Barstow, after
Yeah.
the city Barstow. You know,
Yeah.
that's where he was rescued.
Okay, it's a rescue.
Yes.
Okay.
3.5 months. He was 3 months old when I got him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You've taken care of him. He's a good watchdog.
What? Yeah, I mean, he does that if he doesn't know you, but once he takes him a few seconds to say his name a couple times, boom.
Yeah,
he's
I
right
didn't
in.
know his name. I just said ow. It's
won't.
okay. He's doing fine. He's
Okay.
doing
Good.
fine.
Yeah. Oh, I hear him now. He's back.
He woke up.
That was it.
He woke up.
Well, Billy should have the comments for to get that I said that.
Yeah, but that stun gun will only last like a few
Yeah,
minutes.
just a little bit. It's like a bee sting. Nothing real.
I don't believe you carry a stun gun. I believe you carry the real deal.
Oh, you
with
know.
you.
We got to have a backup somehow. Come on, Marty. You know how it is.
Yeah, I do.
You start with the rubber bullets.
Yeah. That's just for the little playful things.
That's Dennis Zine, my friends. He was
Live and direct here, ladies and gentlemen. Direct from the famous radio stations of Southern California into the magic room here.
That's how we met so many years ago in
We did.
1989 at Kiss FM here. in Los
102.7.
That's when I moved out to the great city of Los Angeles.
So what you're saying is from the real famous radio station, then you ended up in this one.
This is really famous.
Yeah.
And this is, you got to know your
Thank
way
you,
to get
Dan.
here.
That's
and then
right.
when you get through the barricades, then you
Yeah.
find yourself, you're in good hands.
And the guard dogs. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Happy, oh, the happy dog. Yeah, it's a good dog. It's a good watchdog.
So did
seriously.
you, Dennis? I got a feeling the answer is going to be yes. But you probably watched a lot of these hearings with Fauci and his diaries. Did you watch?
You
some
know,
of
I
that?
haven't watched a lot. I just seen him. I want to say what I don't want to say, so I'm going to plead the fifth. And I want to say, but I don't want to say I want to plead the fifth. I think he's going to find himself in some big pickle.
Yep.
Good. We're hoping. We're hoping he does some time.
Well, I don't know about time, but he's definitely whoever is giving him his advice. I don't know if they dealt with the federal prosecutors because they're
You mean the
very
attorney
serious.
that got thrown out of the hearing?
Yeah, it's been quite a circus, as we say.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he thinks he's going to accomplish, trying to resist. Just tell the truth of what you did and why you did it and who pressured you to do it.
Yeah, but I think that train is pulled out, man.
Well, I think when you plead the fifth, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth. It's like, okay, well, you want to play hardball? We'll play hardball.
Yeah, and it's about time.
And if you get put in contempt, well, you know, you're going to sit there and just wilt for a while until you decide to say, well, I'm going to tell you what the real truth of the matter is. There's always the truth of the matter. And if we talk about the truth of the matter, Mark Ridley Thomas, famous Los Angeles City Council member,
Ooh,
famous state senator, state assemblyman,
How'd he do?
and he's in some deep trouble because his appeal was denied, and he was involved in a huge scandal with SC, and it looks like he may be going to the clink, and he'll join some other council members from Los Angeles City who are also in the clink.
Ooh,
And it's a
yeah.
sad
What was going on?
situation. When you turn on the people, you turn on the loyal taxpayers.
Yep.
They're gonna
What was
come
going on
back.
at USC? What was going on?
Well,
Scam-a-lama ding-dong.
he cut a deal. Well, his son was an assembly member in the state legislature, and he got in some kind of sexual scandal. So Mark, his father, wanted to give him a job. So he cut some deal with SC that he become a professor at SC. And this is just the gist of the story. There was a lot of money involved because SC got some kind of money out of the deal.
SC's always involved in some crap.
Well,
it
and then
seems
the
like.
lady who was involved, she was an elderly lady, and she was one of the principals at SC, University of Southern California, the Trojans. And she pled, at her age, I don't think she wanted to go through a trial, so she pled, and she got sentenced to home. So incarceration at home's not so bad. You go out, pick up your newspaper, go back in, and now you're back in custody.
Have you noticed ever since the scandals, though, Ridley really doesn't get the credit he deserves for the great movies he's directed? No one talks about those anymore.
I want to back up what Dennis said, though. The worst day, and I'm speaking from authority, the worst day of a person's life is when a federal prosecutor says, hello, you're a person of interest.
Oh, that's not
That
pretty.
is the worst day of your life.
But he's dragged this and dragged this and dragged this, and they finally come back with, you know what, you're guilty, and now he's going to be doing some hard time somewhere. And
Dennis
then,
Zine, have you ever pled the fifth?
never.
No.
Never. And then the current Price, he's the current city council member who's been dragging his case, another corruption scandal.
Yep.
And then you've got Jose Huizar, who's currently doing federal time. And there's only 15 LA City Council members, and how many have to get convicted and go to prison before people understand if you're an elected official, follow the law, obey the law, respect the law, and don't violate the law.
And then you got Senator Kevin Murray, who's under now federal
Kevin
indictment.
Murray. Yeah, it's a sad situation, but I got to give credit to the feds. Every time they come after someone, they get them. No one's escaped, and thank God. I will tell you, and I'm honest as a day is long because all those years in law enforcement.
We know that, Dennis.
You tell the truth, you do what's right, They have not even come to my door to say, hey, we want to talk to you. I've never had that, which is, thank goodness, I don't want to have to deal with that. But it's frightening. But you see these people with these nice careers in politics, living off the taxpayers for many, many years, enjoying the travel, the benefits.
They're
the
scumbags.
pensions.
They're scumbags.
And then you betray the public. You don't want to betray the public. That is very, very bad, and they're paying the price. For
And my
betraying the public.
friends, now you know why I gave Dennis Zine this title many years ago, the last great LA councilman.
Honest.
Yeah, honest and great. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
and I was hoping a few years ago that you would have run for mayor, man.
Well, yeah, the mayor's race right now is quite a circus.
Oh God!
It's the lesser of two evils, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, we have to vote for the current mayor, don't we?
Yes.
Isn't that terrible?
For any kind of salvation for the city of Angels.
Right,
If
because
you vote for the other one,
Oh.
we're heading for total disaster. You look at the New York mayor. The New York mayor is over the top. Mashugana, and that's a Jewish term, means you're freaking crazy.
Yeah.
He is Mashugana plus.
Yeah.
And if you vote for the alternative person running for LA mayor, you're going to find craziness in Los Angeles, worse than it is now.
yeah, Top Ramen is
Top Ramen.
She is a social. She's not a social.
Well, she's a wacko, but let me tell you something.
And never accomplished a damn thing in her life.
Well, what she did say, this was something that just absolutely blew my mind. Many people in Southern California get their catalytic converters stolen. It's over $1,000 to
No, this
replace.
is a great line. This is a great
This
quote.
is true.
Yes.
So I have 5 neighbors that have had their catalytic converters stolen. 5 neighbors adjoining in my neighborhood. They've all had them stolen. It's over $1,000 to get it replaced. Nithya Raman says, when she was asked about this, she says the manufacturers should secure them so they can't be stolen. Well, wait a second.
Yes.
It's under the car. You've got to crawl under the car.
What a
You've got to
blowtorch.
have a hatchet to take them off. It's
Don't
not
Dennis, they
simple.
bring these
hacksaw.
these people bring their own jacks too.
Yeah, well, they do.
jack
They
the
jack
car
up the car, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's blaming the manufacturers for not securing them tight enough.
And specifically, Ramen went after Toyota.
Yes.
Specifically
Yeah.
went after Toyota.
Yeah.
It's like they should know better. But isn't that the classic lefty
It's
view
unbelievable.
of life, that it's not their fault, right,
No,
Dennis?
Yeah. No, it's not the criminal.
No.
It's the person who didn't secure the car, didn't put it in your garage.
Right.
Didn't do something. What do you mean? You buy the car, you're paying thousands of dollars for the car. This is how it's equipped. You got this smog standards. You got to have the catalytic converter, and then some schmuck comes by and steals it, and you got to pay over $1,000 to get it replaced, and she's going to blame the manufacturers for not securing them?
Yeah.
How about the criminal that has done this multiple times, and stolen, and then they sell it for the parts? It's crazy. But this is the kind of individual who wants to lead Los Angeles currently down the trend, but turned down a worse trend that we're on now. You think homeless is a problem? You think what we have in the
please.
environment is a problem?
Oh, please.
Nithya Ram will destroy Los Angeles, totally, completely destroy it.
Yeah, at least the other broad, who is the current mayor, is dumb as a mud fence. Is she harmless? No. No, not harmless in any way, shape, or form. But compared to Top Ramen, this woman, I would almost...
Top Ramen's the worst.
Yeah,
you can't get worse.
I would say, well, you can get worse in other cities.
Yes, and they have it. New York has it. New York has worse, and he's playing out free transportation, free food, free housing, free everything. Oh, and you'll love this one. He published the name and address of all the rich people.
Yeah.
Put the name and address out for public so they can go out and harass them at their home with their family. How stupid. The mayor of New York published the record. If you're wealthy, God bless you. You know, you either stole it if you go to jail, and if you earned it, well, you earned it.
You earned it.
But you want to blame them because you have a drug problem, you have a mental problem. Blame the people who succeeded in life in America, where you have an opportunity to be a janitor one day and a millionaire the next day because you put forth the effort. It's absolutely absurd.
And now, my friends, you know why Dennis Zine and I have been buddies for so many years.
Many years.
It's the American way. We love the United States of America and still love L.A., but man, I just think her time has come and gone, and it's a dirty, rotten shame. And it's because of the ignorant, idiot voters in this once great state.
Lock and load.
Up all night with Freddie King. I get a reaction, yeah! Gonna take her home 'cause she's over romancing. Don't wanna hold hands and talk about our little plans, alright! Gonna bitch you just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees. I'm waiting, give me a cold hot bitch. She was shaking her hips, so that was all that I need. I'm waiting, give me a cold hot bitch. Just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees.
Trapped in a dive bar on the politically incorrect side of the tracks.
Cleaning my rifle, dreaming of you.
Radio from the Hollywood fringe. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Cleaning my rifle and dreaming of you.
Scratching your audio itch every Saturday.
Welcome back, my friends, my friendlies. Welcome back, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations throughout the country. What's up, what's up, what's up, Green Bay? Love our Wisconsinites, man. Some of the finest people who will, on occasion, send over a can of Old Fashioned that Ralph from the Bronx and I are enjoying today. Dennis Zine, it's not every day that he stops by, but it's this is the man who was LA's last great, honest councilman. And why? Here's what I guess I've never known. Knowing Dennis for so many years, have you ever attempted? I know the answer to that. Okay. Have you ever been proffered a little cashish?
Oh, yes, I have.
You
have.
You have?
Oh, yes.
So you've gone through this.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you do? Do you report
He takes it.
Well, this wasn't one of these big developers who tried to bribe me for something, but it was a drunk driving arrest, and the guy was DUI. It's called a 502, and he had a passenger. So I said, well, you're under arrest. You're going to go to jail. So his passenger comes up and says, who was intoxicated, but he wasn't driving, and he comes up and says, can we you cut a deal? What kind of deal are you talking about?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
So
no!
I'm saying, well, I don't know what you're talking about. He says, well, give you a couple dollars here, and I said, how much you talking about? A couple grand. We'll give you a couple grand.
You asked him. Oh, hold on, Dennis. This is
give
what
me
I
$2
love.
bucks?
So he's thinking maybe I've got a guy who will go for this.
So he makes the approach, and then we get it. And I said, well, I don't know if you have the money. I got the cash with me. Okay. Well, can I see it?
Oh no!
So,
no! Oh no!
So he goes to jail for bribery.
Oh jeez! Oh.
The other guy goes to jail for DUI 502 23 153. It's amazing. They both go to jail, and the money gets booked. And that's how stupid. You don't do that in Los Angeles. You don't bribe an officer in Los Angeles. Especially, I was a motorcycle supervisor. That's the last person you want to bribe.
Dennis, how about females offering their goods?
No. Well, you know what?
That's never happened?
There was no, just kind of, they want to, show you a little bit, but
Flirt.
not interested.
Right? No, I know you're not, but I'm just saying.
Well, no.
But no, you remember when I was out there?
Well, hold on, Dennis.
Yeah.
That's not true. You are interested, but in the line of what you are a professional, and it's not that you're not interested. I know Dennis very, very well. He loves the female form, as I think all of us do in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar.
Look, but don't touch. Look, but don't touch.
Yes, you're a cop. You're a cop.
But you know what? The thing about that, we didn't have body cams. Now, you stop someone, you got a body cam.
Yeah.
So everything that's going on is being transpired, is being recorded. You don't do that.
Did you ever? Because man, you were a sergeant for many, many years.
Yes.
You were with LAPD for a gazillion years. Did you ever know any sort of nasty bad cops?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Sadly, there are.
There'll
always be somebody.
There'll always be a couple.
There'll always be a couple.
Did you have to report them, or what do you do?
Well, being a supervisor, you do the investigation, and when you find the evidence, some people get fired for being corrupt, doing illegal activities. The cops aren't beyond the law; they have to enforce the law and respect the law. But there are cops who've gone sideways. It's very sad when they do that, but human nature sometimes they forget about their oath and what they swore to
right.
do.
Wasn't
protect
there
and
the
serve.
Santa Monica female cop that shot her boyfriend who was
Yeah,
cop
yeah.
because he was cheating on her?
Yeah, they've had some situation. There was a recent commander with a high command of LAPD who was involved in some kind of situation with a female officer, and he lost his job. They're very strict standards. The disciplinary standards, at least on LAPD, are very, very strict. The same thing you have in the military.
Yeah.
You know, but when I joined, females were not in the field. They didn't work radio cars. Say you're working midnight till 6 in the morning.
Right.
You're with this beautiful lady, and
Yeah.
you're cruising around, and there's nothing going on. You know what? And you're unhappily married, and she's single.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but you can't go for that because you're going to lose your job and career and everything else.
Well, but Dennis, you certainly can't do it now because everything is being videoed.
Everything's every stop, everything you got to video. It's. I mean, I was on motorcycles, so it's good. It kept me straight and honest.
You may or may not know the answer to this, but today with like OnlyFans, are there female cops that are side hustling on OnlyFans?
Well, there's female cops. You know, you'll meet somebody at a bar off duty, but when you're on duty, you're on duty.
Okay.
You've got to protect. You got to respect that.
Ralph,
but it's a different world.
You
than
know
when
what
I
I'm
joined.
saying?
When I joined in '68, it was Vietnam War. It was all
Yeah.
different. Look at marijuana. 3 seeds of marijuana, you go in jail for a felony. Now marijuana is legal.
Yeah.
So things have changed.
How
A
do
lot
you-
of things have changed.
How do you test that if you pull someone over? I know how you test for alcohol. How do you
Great
test
question.
for...
Great question. I'm
they got,
curious. Yeah.
Kits that you can test with.
You can?
Yeah. But
But
if you're under the influence, then you're under the influence. It's called a DRE, drug recognition expert.
Right.
And they're the ones who can tell alcohol or drugs or whatever. But the fact is, marijuana is not a violation when it used to be a felony. So a lot
Federally-
of people went to jail for felonies. Now it's no big deal.
Federally, it is still illegal.
It is. But locally in the state of California has said personal use.
Yeah, so
I got
Marty,
a
if you're
neighbor-
robbing a bank, don't have weed on you because that's a
Right.
federal crime.
Right.
But if you're robbing
got
a
a
liquor
neighbor-
store, no worries.
This neighbor of mine, he smokes every night. Every night he's out smoking marijuana. Every night. And
Yeah.
he works in the movie industry and he smokes marijuana. So it's like, hey, it's legal. I'm not
Well,
going to.
well, you know, one of your favorite people, my Uncle Dick.
Yeah.
Just arrived back from northern Nevada
Yep.
last night.
Yep.
We talked to Dennis Zine. In fact, it was Dick. It was Uncle Dick on the phone. And, you know what you ought to do? You ought to go over to Matt's show on Saturday.
Yeah,
it
he
was
did.
Dick. It was Dick.
Yeah, it
who
was.
Invited Dennis.
It was.
And then I looked at him. I said, that's a damn good idea.
Yeah. Here I am. On
he
this
is.
hot Saturday in the San Fernando Valley, folks.
Yeah, but we got that air conditioner finally working, right, Dennis?
Well,
Huh?
it's cooler than it is outside, but outside right now, let me give you a temperature.
102?
102.
102.
And I don't give a.
Wait, that means 102?
And I got a heater in the truck, and it's off to the rodeo.
102.
Hey, those drug sniffing dogs. That is not a foolproof thing. I always looked at that as an easy way to nail someone and investigate and inspect a car, because I don't.
They know what they're looking for. They know what they're
not
sniffing
all the
out.
time, though, man.
I want the dog to come into court and testify against me.
Yeah.
Well, like Dennis said, they're trained in specifics.
They're trained, yeah, for
they're-
different things.
They're trained to sniff out cocaine or heroin, opioids, marijuana. Am I wrong here?
No, you're right. They use them at the border when you come across
Right.
the
Yes.
border. You know,
Right.
those dogs
They can smell
CHP
Mexicans?
use them. They're very effective.
Yeah.
They're well trained, and they sense that, they find it, and away you go.
Dennis Zine, were you?
Yeah, away you go.
Dennis Zine, were you always a motorcycle cop? Or?
No. I worked all kinds of assignments during my
Hey, when you were
illustrious career. I did 33 years, and I retired, but I stayed as a reserve. But I was 33 years. I went to the Olympics. I worked the riots. I worked the floods. I worked the fire. I worked everything.
Yeah.
I worked everything.
Olympics overtime?
12-hour shifts.
Wow.
when you
And,
were,
and not only overtime, but we collected Olympic pins. It became a big thing, trading pins. We got I worked now the 2028 Olympics coming up, but I worked the previous Los Angeles Olympics, and now I'm going to be twice in my lifetime work the Olympics, which is kind of unusual.
That is unusual.
when you rode, Dennis, did you were assigned a certain motorcycle, or could you say?
You're assigned, if you're a sergeant, you get the top of the deck. I went through Harleys, I went through Hondas, went through BMWs.
So they do have the force does have Harleys.
Not anymore. They dumped Harley.
It's
Harley
BMWs
does not work
now,
out.
right?
They're BMWs. CHP,
Oh,
LAPD.
BMW.
Yeah, Harley was there for many years, and they cannot perform like the BMWs. And the
Yeah.
Kawasaki was a good motorcycle also.
Yeah.
Well, it's the ultimate writing machine.
But this is a famous
Driving,
time where I would
driving.
take my motorcycle, not my police bike, my personal bike, and ride to Sturgis, South Dakota.
Yeah.
So I've been to Sturgis a number of times, ridden from L.A. to Sturgis, South Dakota.
You've been
Big,
there.
big-
You've been there with Jay Leno.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, a man that the only well, okay, I met him a couple times.
Jay's a wonderful man.
You know, we were
Wonderful
in
man.
an
I always thought so.
in an autograph session in New Jersey many years ago for a couple hours. Both of us signing autographs. He's not a guy. I told Uncle Dick this yesterday at this great little bar in Sparks, Nevada, where we were enjoying
Sparks, Nevada.
incredibly inexpensive scampi. You would have loved this place, Dennis. Do you eat scampi? Do you like
Oh,
scampi?
yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
scampi.
Eating scampi, and I looked at him, and we were watching some car show, where they auction off the cars for like $500,000 and
Yeah.
$1 million. And so I mentioned that I said, Dennis and Jay Leno, they've known each other for many years,
yes.
and they've been to Sturgis together. But I said Jay, and I said the same thing you just said. I said Jay is a really good dude,
Down to earth.
He is a down to earth good dude. He loves his cars. That's the one topic that he'll talk about forever because he
Gearhead, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Big time, Matt.
He
big time.
he loves it so much, but I said, Dick, he's not a guy that is going to sit here at this bar and smoke a stogie and have a cocktail and going to have a good time. He's not that guy.
No.
He just doesn't. He doesn't drink. He doesn't smoke.
No.
What his passion is absolutely cars and stand-up comedy.
And I've had the privilege of going to Jay's garage adjacent to Burbank Airport.
Oh, how cool
Oh,
is
it's
that?
unbelievable. It is I mean, you could live in that place. It's spotless.
Oh yeah.
And he has
a lot like this bar, this 1876.
Oh, it's similar to the bar. Similar to the bar.
To this bar.
It's spotless. He's got like a kitchen in there. You could actually live there, and he does everything. You bring a car that's a junky, rusted old car, his people will put it back together in mint condition. They're unreal. He has
no kidding.
Jay's. If you ever get a chance to go to Jay's garage on a tour, it's unbelievable. And he's such a humble, wonderful man.
My buddy Dwayne's got a mint 1974.
Wait, well, hold on, Ralph. Ralph from the Bronx. Dwayne the Bathtub I'm Drowning. That one?
No.
All right.
Okay. So he has a mint 1974 42, and he had car trouble behind the Beverly Hills Hotel, and he pulled over and he had his hood up. Jay pulls in behind him, gets out, and says, "What's the problem?" And they were both working on the car at the same time.
That's Jay.
Yeah. It's called passion. It's that's his love. I hope he lives a long life. How about that little fracas where he fell down the hill about a year and a half ago? Didn't you find that a little odd?
He's had a couple of accidents.
What do you think's going on there? Because he doesn't drink and he does.
He's getting old. You know what? Jay's getting old. That's what happens. You get old, you fall once in a while.
Down a hill. At 2 in the morning.
Well, you're not doing much falling, are you, Dennis?
Well, I just turned 79. I'm still.
Whoa! Happy birthday, my friend.
79. I can't believe where have 79 years gone. It's just unbelievable to think about 79 years.
I knew you.
Are you LA native?
LA native, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. He's an Angelino. That's why it's great to have a Dennis Zine in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar here in the hills of the San Fernando Valley, because he's a guy that has always loved LA, grew up here, born and raised here. And in a nutshell, how do you describe where we are as a city these days, Dennis?
We're in a hellhole. That's honestly where we are. You look at the streets, you look at the potholes, you look at the sidewalks, you look at the homeless, you look at the trash, you look at everything, you look at the infrastructure, it's collapsing. It's really sad. You call 911, you get a voicemail.
Wow.
We're too busy to take right now, stay on the line. Let me give you an example. I called Burbank PD. I was at Bob's Big Boy in Burbank a couple weeks ago, and an incident took place. I called 911. They answered like on the second ring. A unit was there within 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes,
because it's
to
Burbank.
take care of the issue. And believe it or not, the next day I get a recording on my voicemail from the Burbank PD asking me what type of service did we provide. Unbelievable.
See, that's
Talk about Burbank PD, a city that provides service to people.
that's-
You're lucky in LA if they'll answer the 911 call.
Yeah, see, that's great service, man. And I got to tell you, Dennis, when I first moved out here, I thought about Burbank because I loved Burbank.
Great city.
And it is a great city, well maintained.
Yep.
Boy, the difference is night and day between Los Angeles. Well, and Ralph from the Bronx lives in Beverly Hills.
I will tell you what
Oh,
really
Beverly Hills, yeah.
what destroyed LA is when They didn't care about the middle class infrastructure. They pushed out the aerospace industry.
Yep.
They pushed out the automotive industry. And that was all of the hard-working middle class, which is mostly the San Fernando Valley.
Yep.
And those folks didn't have jobs, and they all left.
Yep.
And who took their places, that's what happened.
Yep. All right, we'll be this after back, my friends. The great and honorable, and he truly is. Normally I'll use that tongue in cheek, but he is an honorable man. The great Dennis Zine, Sgt Dennis Zine, LA Police Protective League. He was the man for many, many years. The last great city councilman here in LA, and he's talking about, of course, LA going down the old Esser, but let's talk about the liberal cities, not just LA, when we return, and there is a thread that runs through all these towns. We'll be this after back. Matchy Match Outlaw Radio.
Gotta leave town, got another appointment. Spent on my rent, girl, you know I enjoyed it, yeah. And gonna hang around till there's nobody dancing. I don't wanna hold hands and talk about our little plans, alright. Cold hot bitch, just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees. I waited, give me a cold hot bitch. She was shaking her hips, so that was all that I needed. Gonna check her out, she's my latest attraction. Gonna hang around, wanna get a reaction, yeah. Gonna take her home, 'cause she's over romancing. Don't wanna hold hands and talk about our little plans, alright. Cold hot bitch, you're just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees. I'm waiting, give me a cold hot bitch. She was shaking her hips, so that was all that I needed. I'm waiting, give me a cold hot bitch. Just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees.
And now, back to the exciting climax of our story.
This is legendary Outlaw Radio.
Why, Captain Drummond.
Miss Miller?
Magic Matt Allen.
Welcome back, my friends, my friendlies. Welcome back. Magic Match Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the goodest radio stations all across the country. Ta-da. Welcome, my friends and friendlies. Sitting, sometimes standing, with Dennis Zine, who is a stand-up individual, former LA Police president of
Protective
the
League, Union.
Police Protective League, the big union. You know, when LA was a great place to live. I unfortunately can't say that anymore. I mean, it's a dirty, rotten shame, because aesthetically, man, we got it all. We got the desert, we got the ocean, we got great places to visit, great food. But man, run by nutbags, and Dennis Zine, the last great complete bags of nuts.
Dennis, before you showed up, I was just talking about how, back in the late 80s, 90s, I used to play in bands up and down the strip, Sunset and Hollywood.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All the time. It was a bunch of us, just kids handing out flyers, doing shows, having a good time.
Yeah.
Clean,
Yeah.
fairly clean. It was smoggier back then
Oh,
for
yeah.
some reason, but it was clean. The streets were clean. There was no garbage on fire.
Right.
There was no nothing, this and that. I wouldn't even go to Hollywood now.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's
But
a
it's-
scummy cesspool.
But it's not just here. I mean, take my wife. Take, for example, Seattle, Washington, and that idiot stick mayor.
Yeah, I've been up there.
But it's terrible. And that mayor, you talk about socialists beyond belief.
Well, that's what happens. Now. You get the socialists taking over and destroying it for the common, decent human beings.
I will tell you, the guy that's doing a great job, he came out of the Santa Monica, he was chief of police there, but Mayor Butts in Inglewood.
I know him. He was a cop.
Yeah, he was a cop. He was LAX for a while, then he became chief of police in Santa Monica. Now he's mayor of Inglewood. He has turned Inglewood around.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so this is because I've been hearing this the last year.
Well, Inglewood started turning around with a new stadium too.
Because of the mayor.
Because of the mayor.
Right. Pushed it.
So this is the reason, because I keep hearing the great. Okay, for those of you watching and or listening to us across the country, Inglewood, from where we are in the San Fernando Valley, take you about
20 miles.
Yeah, let's no traffic. Yeah, but with regular traffic, an hour and 15 minutes, whatever the hell. But it is.
It used to be one of the nastiest places.
An absolutely nasty. When they used to call it South Central, and then of course they changed the moniker years ago because they thought that would clean it up by calling it South LA. Right, Dennis? Wasn't that a good one?
That was it.
No, but Chief Butts has done a hell of a job in Inglewood.
SoFi Stadium.
And the other one, Intuit.
Yeah, Intuit. But SoFi was Park. They turned Hollywood Park into what it's now. A mega place, billions of dollars.
And you know this dude, this Butts guy.
Oh, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's been a wonderful mayor. But he's
it's all about
jobs.
leadership.
He increased the property values. He's done a great job. And he's got a city council that works with him. He's got a great police department that's run well. I mean, you can put these it's like putting a puzzle together.
Right.
Have the pieces fit and it works.
Right.
Pretty simple.
Right.
And that's exactly what he's done. So land value in Inglewood has skyrocketed.
No kidding.
Skyrocketed.
Which is hard for someone who's lived here for many, many years. That's a tough putt.
There's a great cigar bar in Inglewood.
You mentioned that, and I'm thinking
it's called Droves.
No, when you first, I got to tell you, Ralph from the Bronx. When you first mentioned that, I said, Inglewood? Are you? Is it safe?
Yes.
Isn't that great? So see, there are possibilities, Dennis Zine, when you do the right thing.
Let me tell you about Inglewood. When I was a kid, when I was a young kid, my grandparents came here by a ship through New York. They came from Beirut, Lebanon, on a ship through Ellis Island. They settled in Inglewood, California, and they were chicken ranchers.
Yeah.
They had a chicken ranch in Inglewood, California. And I remember as a kid going there and seeing what is all this chicken ranch? I didn't know. I was a young kid.
Well, it
turns out
it's in Mountain House, Nevada, and they sell sex. That's what a chicken ranch is.
It turns out that my grandparents passed away. My uncle sold that ranch for $60,000. $60,000. He bought a house in Studio City, Laurel Canyon, Mulholland.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then my parents bought a house near Los Angeles and Melrose, which is now worth a couple $1 million. The one in Laurel Canyon is worth a couple $1 million. From a $60,000
chicken ranch.
Of a chicken ranch, which is now all about apartments and condos in Inglewood. So I'm very close to Inglewood to remember as a kid what Inglewood was like.
Dennis,
and what the
Dennis
property value.
I have always been a fan of you riders of camels. You guys come to the States and you know, because it's a family thing and you're smart as hell. And it's like, and mostly conservative, man.
Yes.
You're here because of the American way.
That's right.
And you do what it takes to get there.
I didn't come with a wealthy family, believe me. It was not a wealthy family, but it was work hard and succeed, and this is what we've done.
That's beautiful.
It's like Gene Simmons when he came over here, man. It's kind of the same thing.
Couldn't speak a lick of English.
No.
When we return with Dennis Zine, well, don't answer the question yet, because I just know you've come across this guy who I adore. A guy named Tom Selleck. A man named Tom Selleck. When we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
one more time. Let's try it one more once. One more time. Let's try it one more once.
doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Radio station in the nation. I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out. Oh, yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
Had to lighten him up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
Yeah. And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon. Outlaw Radio.
Welcome back, my friendlies and my friends. Welcome back, Matchy Match Outlaw Radio. Smoking, drinking, interrupting from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar. Hit me now. Oh, what a good time. I got to tell you, my Hawaii is northern Nevada. I was in Maui for a week once and had a fine time, but my Hawaii.
Why were you in Maui?
I was there for a live broad chase, meant to say cast. It was a cigar convention. We broadcast a show from Maui, and it was fine. But my preference is northern Nevada. I'm a desert rat. I love the desert, which is another reason why I've always loved L.A. I mean, the desert is right here. I mean, we're in the belly of the desert, for God's sakes. But
actually, we're Mediterranean. But why squibble over that?
We are.
Well, I can hop on my bike and be in the desert, like the high desert, in like 20 minutes.
We are not even 20 minutes. I mean, yes.
I mean, Vasquez Rocks and.
Why are you a squabbler today? My buddy from the Bronx. What the hell? And we're sitting here minding our own business in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar with the great and ubiquitous Dennis Zine. If it's a police chase that you're watching here in Los Angeles, well, you can count on Dennis being
live and direct on the air.
He's always there.
Direct from the air unit.
It is like,
thank you, OJ, for turning that on to the world.
Yeah. Yeah, and you were here.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, well, in pieces. But, and you were here, of course, during that. And Dennis Zine, a lifelong Angelino, living in the city that he loved. But the fact I mentioned that Northern Nevada is my Maui, it's my getaway. How about for you? Where do you go, Dennis, to get a little peace and quiet where you feel this gorgeous feeling of relaxment?
Pacoima. Oh,
is it Pacoima?
When the weather's hot, I don't go to Palm Springs. But when the weather's not hot, I go down to Palm Springs, and then I'll go up to Paso Robles.
Oh, that's
Paso
heaven.
Robles is gorgeous.
That's heaven.
Great vineyards up there. Great Lake Nacimiento, Paso Robles. So I stay within the region, or I'll get on my Harley Davidson, and like I've done for many years, head out to South Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
For that big Sturgis motorcycle.
That's so
rally.
awesome, man.
Why did I hear? Hey, Dennis, I heard that Sturgis is not what it was for some reason.
Well, it is what you make it.
It's
It
become
really
more
is what you
commercial.
make it. It's very commercial.
Yeah.
But it's riding out there is a thrill. You get on that highway and you're cruising down that highway. You never go by yourself, which is foolish. You always got to go with a pack of people to make it safe.
The other cop we have on the show, Tom Olmar's done that trip a couple of times.
Yeah, the cops, especially the cops who love bikes. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
They're always taking that trip.
You know, Dennis, and I saw this.
It's like a pilgrimage for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I saw this online the other day. Some guys, they traded their bikes.
Oh, yeah, a lot of
They
guys.
traded their bikes to Sturgis. It's like, what's the purpose?
Well, you know what? Because you want to ride down the street, Sturgis, South Dakota.
Right, so they traded them because they don't want to do that long ride.
You don't want the hemorrhoids when you arrive.
It's a long ride, but you know what? A lot of people trailer. If you really want to ride, I've never trailered. every single time I've ridden. And it's exciting. It's interesting.
Yeah, man. If that would be the whole
If
part
you
of
want
it.
to do it the right
No,
way.
are you friends with Robert Patrick?
No.
He
No.
rides from California to D.C. every single year.
Wow.
He owns Valencia Harley Davidson.
I know who he is very well. I've
Yeah.
met him a few times. He's
What-
a
what
really
are-
good patriot.
But for
very
those
good guy.
for those who don't know, what are his big movies? He was the bad
Terminator
guy.
2.
Terminator, yeah.
He was the liquid metal guy, and also he was in Sons of Anarchy.
Kings of Tulsa
Yeah,
Kings.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff, and he was smart. He took his money from acting, and he bought a Harley dealership in Santa Clarita.
But I will tell you, Harley Davidson motorcycles, tough to sell now. The cost has gone through the roof.
Yeah. They went
People are
woke
buying
a
these.
little bit, too.
They're buying these electric bikes.
Oh, we
And these
talked about that on
parents-
the phone the other night.
Oh my God, these parents that have
Dangerous as
no
hell.
concern. These kids are getting hit right and left.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. These
Yeah.
electric bikes.
Believe
but
me.
as far as motorcycles,
When you're saying electric bikes, you're not talking about motorcycle. You're talking
No, the
about
e-bikes.
You're
The
talking
e-bikes.
about the real thing. I mean, legitimately.
it's a bicycle with an engine,
Yeah, that
with an
sounds,
electric engine.
It sounds like danger.
It's very dangerous.
They-
And these
they
kids
do
drive
they
like
do up to like
and then
40,
they pop-
45
Then they
miles
pop
an hour.
wheelies. They pop
Yeah.
wheelies.
Yeah. They get up to
It's
45.
so ridiculously dangerous. And these parents spend hundreds of dollars. These aren't cheap.
Yeah.
These electric bikes are expensive. And these parents, and oh my God, Johnny
Thousands
got
of
hit. Johnny
dollars.
got killed. Johnny this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Johnny. It wouldn't happen if you didn't give Johnny that electric bicycle.
2 words,
and
Dennis.
drive like an idiot.
2 words, Dennis. Liberal parenting.
Well, it's whatever it is.
Liberal
you love your
parenting.
kids. Try and save them from getting hurt.
Give him a Schwinn with a baseball card in the spokes.
You know,
Yeah,
Dennis,
that's
you're
good. I
talking.
remember those old days. The baseball card. In the
Oh yeah,
spokes.
and Dennis, you're talking about the value and how Harley. But see, like mine is a 2001 Dyna. It's only got 12,000 miles on it. It's a beautiful bike. The chrome's all perfect. It's like brand. The guy never rode it. And
Well, I got 5 motorcycles. Well, do I need 5 motorcycles? I'm going to start selling them because I don't need that many.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, hold on.
But the market
Dennis
has
Zine-
gone down.
Dennis Zine, how many do you need?
All I need is one.
Okay, well, that's what I would think.
How many wives do you need? You don't need
None.
more than one.
Well,
No,
there we
you don't
go.
need any.
Well, we
One
were-
wife and 4 girlfriends.
We
That'll
were-
keep you happy.
There you go. With you on that one.
That's part of the Middle Eastern culture. That
God bless you guys.
the man in the harem with his harem. No, that seriously, motorcycles are very, very dangerous. We got helmet laws with such and such. I mean, I've ridden bikes for many, many years. I've been through so many fatalities. It's so sad. And these people do these stupid mistakes. The light turns green, I'm going to take off. Wait, the light turns green, but the other guy's going to come through on the red light and blow that light and take you out and kill you.
By the way, it's a
What
big,
was the
don't
helmet
think.
law? 91 and 92?
I don't know when it was. There was a big controversy about the helmet
Yep.
law. They didn't want it, but the helmet laws definitely saved lives.
I don't even care if there was a helmet law. I would still wear a
Oh,
helmet.
yeah, people have a lot more sense now, but the helmet's going to save you sometimes, but not every time.
Right.
No.
I've seen many motorcycle fatalities where they weren't a helmet and they died.
And when I can, when it's not too hot, because I don't ride when it's really hot, but I try to wear my leathers. I always wear my gloves. I try to wear
you got to do it right.
protective stuff. And like you said, pay attention at intersections. That's the most.
Oh, and then you're driving on the freeway and you're splitting traffic on a freeway.
No,
That's
no.
the other thing that's a problem.
I won't even do that.
Dave doesn't do any of that.
But
does he?
but that's legal. That's legal here.
Only in California.
in
These other
California.
states, it's outlawed in other states.
So why? So how odd is that?
Also, it would take is somebody just to swerve a little bit, open
That's
their
it.
door,
That's
or
it.
whatever.
Is that a liberal thing? What is
Well, it's
that?
a safety thing.
It
You know,
is a
other-
safety thing.
It's a safety, but it's very. We never had the traffic like we have today. The
They're
gridlock
trying not
is
to overheat
forever.
their bikes, the air-cooled
Well,
bikes.
but you sit,
Not-
you
not
stop,
just
you
that,
go.
you would get hit from
I'm just
behind.
telling you, being a motorcycle rider for many, many years, splitting traffic is what you're going to do. You got to do it very, very carefully.
Yep.
But the volume of traffic we have now on the roads is outrageous. To go from here to LAX, from the valley to LAX during the commuter ride, it's going to take you 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
The only
A 20
time I
minute
ever
ride,
split
2.5 hours.
was in traffic on like a freeway. I never split on the streets. Just didn't do it.
No, on the streets, it's like anybody can whip their door open at any time. Anybody can do anything,
do.
swerve into you.
They do.
And it's just dangerous as hell. And I pulled up next to this bike cop on my bike. And he goes, hey, man. He goes, nice bike. Blah, blah. I said, you too. And I go, hey, thanks for your service. Appreciate what you're doing. He goes, hey, do me a favor. We're at a light. I'm turning left. He's going straight. He said, do me a favor today. He said, please be safe because people out there drive like a-holes.
Yeah.
They do.
He
They
said
do.
that flat out to me.
They do.
They don't, especially bikes, they don't look
You
for
know why? It's really the cell phone usage that's really
Oh,
made it
God.
hard.
Distraction.
Yep.
What happened to that, Dennis, where before the nasty, stupid, fake flu,
COVID.
You mean the fake flu?
anyway, before that, they enforced that texting and driving. during that, it just stopped, and then after that, it's like people are just texting and call all
and
the
they don't
freaking
stop
time.
us. But see, the
They
problem
don't
is
stop them now.
You don't have enough cops on the streets.
Right.
You don't have enough working traffic. You don't have enough on motorcycle detail. Traffic enforcement is really in the
Yeah.
tank, and so people just take advantage. So you go to a stop sign in your neighborhood and see how many people actually slow down or just blaze through the stop sign.
Right.
Traffic is out of control, and LA's doing a terrible job to address
Yeah,
it.
of course.
But we don't have enough cops to handle
Right.
radio calls. You don't have enough cops to do homicide
But
investigations.
Dennis Zine-
you have fewer resources. Instead of 10,000, you
Dennis-
got 8,500. Something's got to give.
Dennis Zine, but there aren't enough people that want to be cops now because of how bad it is.
I don't know.
You could, but there is a screening process. You can't give everyone a gun to go out there and protect society. You got some wackos that shouldn't have a
Matt,
driver's
I
license
actually
leave
think
alone a gun.
if you paid police officers what they're worth
Yeah.
and you supported them in their job, you would have plenty. It's what Hegseth did with the military.
Yeah, he's been good.
If you support those that are protecting you,
buy them steak and lobster for God's sake.
But you don't forget the steak and lobster. You have council members who do everything they can to destroy the LAPD. There are
Yes,
actual city council members right now who do everything they can to hurt the LAPD.
you have a mayor.
She's not against LAPD. The union particularly put a lot of money to keep her. They want to keep her in office because the alternative is
awful.
terrible.
It's awful.
They can't go for the alternative.
Even though she did completely, we all know it. She screwed up 100% with the Palisades
fires?
and all,
That's
and all that stuff.
disaster.
Yeah, we can't forget about that.
No,
And
there's never going to go away.
yeah. she's
No,
a-
I mean it just hurts your feelings being a resident of Los Angeles. It just hurts your
LA's
feelings.
not what it used to be, and it's not getting.
You want to
any
buy
better.
shaving cream? You got to unlock the cabinet.
Yeah. How irritating.
Go to a store and like Ralph's. I shop at a Ralph's in the West San Fernando
Shampoo.
Valley. All of the products that health products.
Yeah.
they're in a separate section,
Locked
all
up.
locked up.
Yep.
All locked up. That's what we've become. I went to get. This is no joke. I went to buy shoe polish for my boots.
All right.
At a local store, a big chain, known throughout the world. It's locked up. The shoe polish is locked up.
Wow.
That's how bad it is.
They're afraid that someone's going to come in and do a little blackface.
I don't know what.
Yeah,
it is.
no, it's a very liberal thing.
Lock
isn't
up
it?
the shoe
Well,
polish.
you know what? Dennis, I was down here at Vaughn's, right down here in San Fernando Mission, Balboa. You know that.
Yeah.
Vaughn's. Anyway, so that's where I go. So I was in there, and you have to push the button to have them come and unlock. Somebody comes and
Oh,
unlocks
yeah.
the cases, right?
Yeah.
Push the button, pushed it. I pushed like 4 of them because nobody showed up.
Nobody showed up.
She comes up, she gets pissed at me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no way.
She's like, "Do you think we really? This is a waste of our time." I go, "It's not a waste of my time."
Yeah.
go,
You're there
"Hold
shopping
on."
to spend money.
Yeah.
She's bitching
She
at
said
you.
it's a waste of our
She's
time to do
bitching at the
this.
customer
Yeah.
when you had nothing to do.
She's another unhappy employee.
See, I went outside of that Vaughn's and I bought it from the guy in the tent.
That's right. That's what you do. No, that Vaughn's doesn't have the homeless and cameras. If you go further down to the Ralphs, yes.
You know what? Los Angeles, the Angels have left Los Angeles.
No kidding.
City of the Angels. The Angels have all taken off, and I don't know what is left, but the Angels are gone.
Back in the day, I turned Dennis on to one of my favorite little eateries of all time in not a very great part of town. And Dennis,
What's that? Dirty something?
Dirty Rice
Dirty
joint,
Rice,
man,
Dirty Rice.
on First in Vermont.
Vermont, yeah.
And,
Dirty Rice.
and it was this weird little counter
Yep.
run by these two Asian brothers.
Dirty
and
rice.
they made the greatest rice on the planet. They'd give you 3 over easy eggs with beef sticks and corn.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was like $3 1/4 or
Dirty
$4.
rice. I never
But
forget
and
it.
then their teriyaki sauce. What
Yep.
you remember that? How
Yep.
good that was? And they've been out of business for years. But I never thought twice. I never thought, well, the car's going to be stolen. Not even back then.
Plus, you got Dennis sitting next to you with a packet of peas. So.
Well, I never even thought of that. I mean, because I was going there for years, and then the great and ubiquitous Dennis Zine, the last great LA councilman, he turned me on to a place that I have been in love with ever since. HMS Bounty on Wilshire.
Oh, yeah.
Greatest Monte Cristo sandwich ever.
Oh, yeah. And he turned me on to the place because, oh, man, cheapest cheeseburger and the best ever. Because, Dennis is frugal. I don't know if you're aware of this, but, oh, yeah? You're admitting to that.
I
yeah.
am.
Yes. Yeah. He's a frugal guy, but he turned me on to the great place, HMS Bounty. And to this day, it remains a great joint to have a cocktail.
Yes.
and a beautiful burger, and so it's our passion for each other, I think, has become it's reciprocal.
And just 3 blocks from there is the Prince, which I love.
Aesthetically, place. It is. They've shot so many movies in this place. My friends, imagine that great old joint that you see in movies, a hotel or a beautiful restaurant from the 1920s, and it's dark and perfectly dressed. This place is an original joint. Is Dennis falling asleep on me?
I'm listening.
Okay,
I'm listening.
okay.
Two of them.
But
I'm not falling asleep. I'm listening.
So we got Mark C.G. Boyer and Dennis Zine falling asleep.
Well, I'm not falling asleep. I'm listening to every word you're saying.
Well, he is 79.
How can I fall asleep? This room is filled with smoke. I'm thinking we're going to need to call the fire department. Smoke everywhere.
Hey, that's the other thing about Dennis Zine. He is a non-smoker and a non-drinker.
Yeah.
And so how does he fit in? I'll tell you how he fits in. Because, damn it, he's an
American.
He's a guy that loves liberty. He's a guy that loves the United States of America.
Absolutely.
And you have always been you've sort of curbed towed the line when it comes to your politics throughout the years. But all anyone needs to do is hear you talk about how much you love L.A. and America to know where you stand.
Yep. But I hate to see what's happening with our country,
and
our
the city.
state, and our city.
Yeah.
I hate to see it.
Can you imagine but where would we be right now if Kamala Harris had been elected?
Yeah.
How screwed would we be, Dennis?
We'd be in bad shape. We'd be in bad shape.
And P.S. How are the Olympics going to look here in L.A. with no cops?
Let me tell you about Olympics. We haven't even started training what we need to do to train for the police officers that are going to be working it. Because while we're working the Olympics, we still have to provide public safety to all of Los Angeles. And you're going to have simultaneous games taking place, which all the venues have to be secured. The athletes have to be secured. There has to be motorcades to get them to and from their destination. You got a massive detail that has to be done. We don't have enough cops to handle radio calls, leave alone do this. We're working on some legislation, whether it happens or not, bring in cops from other states across America or bring in the National Guard. And I really hope we don't have to go to National Guard, because then you're basically militarizing the operation, and I don't think people want to see the Olympics turn into a
Dennis,
military
we're
operation.
probably going to have to drone the city because the threat of terrorist attack is going to be big.
It's there.
Big. But see what Dennis is talking about? He's talking
Public
about
perception.
But that's what I was going to say. Optics.
Optics,
You're simply talking about optics instead of sometimes you have to do the right thing despite the optics.
And I think these criminals, like to your point, a lot of the criminals, people that rob stores, people that do this and that, they're looking forward to this because there's not going to be a lot of force out there.
You're right. But let me tell you about the fire, the Palisades fire.
Right.
I was working that detail with a number of other dedicated police officers, and we ran out of cops. Now, the governor, good, bad, or indifferent, he brought in the National Guard. But just remember, when you went through Pacific Palisades, you had the National Guard with their weapons, with their tanks. I thought, wait a second, we're in Pacific Palisades with the National Guard? We needed to have that to protect the place that had been torched and burned and destroyed. But when you see the military out there, because National Guard is part of the military.
It looked like a third world country.
That's exactly it. That's frightening.
Didn't we go through that with Rodney King?
We did that with Rodney King. Well, you got riots. I worked the riots. That's another sad situation.
Our possible...
We had a curfew in this city where you couldn't go out after dark.
I remember that.
You could not go to the market. You couldn't go to a 7-Eleven after dark.
Well, hold on a second. During the fake flu, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. And our possible future mayor wants to abolish cops. Wants to abolish the police.
No, not the current mayor.
No, Rahman. I'm talking about.
Don't say a future mayor.
She would
God
like
forbid mayor.
She wants social workers to answer 911 calls because they're empathetic.
That's smart.
And police don't need guns because if they don't have a gun, the bad guy won't have a gun.
Right. We're going to turn them into bobbies.
They're absolutely stupid decisions that they make.
Yes, they're stupid. And even though many of you are not watching or listening to us here in Los Angeles, you know that this pertains to your town, especially if you're a stinking blue town or a blue state. You know what you're going through.
It's coming your way.
Oh,
wait till November. Wait till you look at the ballot and see all the tax increases they want from you.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple tax increases for everything under the sun.
Here in California,
here in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Sales tax increases.
Oh, yeah.
Tax for more firefighters, tax for more paramedics, tax for more this, tax for more that, tax for trash, tax for water, tax for everything. All the broken water pipes we got happening right now.
Oh, yeah.
We got to replace the system. You know how much it's going to cost to replace the water system that's over 100 years old in the city of Los Angeles?
And it's not because of lack of stinking money. It's because of spending for idiot stick undesirables who are not even. They shouldn't be in the city of Los Angeles, and they should be exiled as Trump was attempting to do. These illegal aliens. If we were to remove all of the illegal aliens, there's plenty of money.
Oh, yeah.
But it's handouts after handouts.
But then think about the homeless. How much do you think we spent on the homeless in the last 10 years?
How has that worked out?
Not how many millions,
Right.
how many billions.
Yeah.
Billions upon billions upon billions of your tax dollars for a homeless situation that doesn't get any better, only gets worse.
And then the fraud.
Billions of dollars of your tax dollars.
And then the fraud.
And the fraud in between. Well, they've already arrested some people for that.
Yeah.
You live in Los Angeles, folks.
Yeah.
Darkness is set upon us.
Yeah, but however, it relates to every stinking blue state. It's the same damn thing. It's coming to your neck of the woods if it ain't already there. And that's why I like a man named Tom Selleck. Have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. I've met him on TV. I haven't met him personally.
Great mustache.
I met Tom Hanks.
He's, but this, by the way, Tom Hanks, I think pretty good dude for sort of a lefty. Great actor. Comedic skills are beautiful.
One of the first trans people of the United States.
That's true. That's true. That first sitcom.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, but this Tom Selleck says,
Buffy Hildegard
says, I stay out of the current political world. Why piss off half the country?
Yeah.
How smart is that?
He's got a point.
So, but the problem that I see is making that statement, you know where he stands.
Yeah.
As if we didn't know where he stood, all these years anyway.
Come on, I drove a Ferrari.
But he was on CNN's The Story, and Selleck said he stays out of current politics as an entertainer, doesn't want to anger half the country. And host Alex Michelson said, well, what do you think is the state of our country right now? Selleck said, in the state of flux. Well, it is. It is. And if we let these socialist Democrats, who are we know what they are. All right, and they're not socialist Democrats, and they're not socialists, and we know what they want. We know what Mondami wants, and the fact that he was allowed to become mayor and idiot sticks who could remember what happened on 9/11 voted that son of a bitch in.
He wasn't allowed. He was voted into office.
That's
Not allowed. He voted.
That's my point.
Stupidity voted him in.
Yes, 100%. But so who has the stupider voters? California or New York?
We're going to find out in November.
What do you think? If you're a soothsayer looking into the future, do we have a shot? Do we have a shot?
I will say, if Nithya becomes the mayor of Los Angeles, we're definitely going to be in a terrible situation. We'll be like New York.
We'll be like Seattle.
Why did this happen? Seattle, New York, Los Angeles, all the big states. So people will be going to all kinds of different states. They'll be going to South Dakota. They'll be going to Idaho. They're going to Wyoming.
Florida.
They're Florida,
Texas.
They'll get the hell out of town.
Northern Nevada.
Northern Nevada, man.
Just watch, and it's not that far away for the elections in November in the state and city, California.
No, it's just
and Arizona. That's still a free.
No.
You know, I got to tell you,
It's
Mark.
crumbling.
No, but I hear you. Yeah, it is. It is. Nevada, I think, is a lot gooder now than Arizona.
Well, there's two Nevadas.
Yeah.
Well, Southern Nevada, no.
No, 100%. And that's why. And why do I always talk about Northern Nevada? Because I love it, and we still have.
And there's places in Arizona, the same thing. Like there's cool spots, and then there's whatever spots.
Yeah, but politically, Arizona has a lot of problems.
Yes,
they have a lot of.
Well, I mean, you can still go over there. It's an open carry. You still have freedom.
So, Mart, it's all about open carry.
Bet your ass it is.
Many states have an open carry. Those of us, the listeners that aren't aware, open carry means you can carry a gun. You don't have to have a special license.
I thought you could drink and drive.
No.
Oh, see, all this time.
Open carry means you're going to be carrying a gun. In L.A., California, you need to have a permit.
Hey, Dennis,
for a couple of years. You got to go through this, got to go through that.
Dennis, you do know I'm jesting, right?
I know you are. I know you are.
No, he's not sure. He knows.
But I don't know if you'd have a CCW, Matt. I do have a CCW for life.
Of course you do. You're Sgt Dennis Zine.
That's right.
We'll be this at your back.
Right. Live and direct.
time from May to December, and the days grow short when you reach September, when the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame, and you ain't got time for the waiting game. When the days dwindle down to a precious few, September, November, and these few golden days I'd share with you. Those are golden days I'd share with you. When the days dwindle down to a precious few, September, November, and all those golden days I'd share with you. Those golden days I'd share with you. Those golden days I'd share with you. Those golden days I'd share with you.
Oh man, he hated it. Now, as we go to break, the great Rigdon Dees, aka Rick Dees in the morning. This is a very long intro, so there are many posts. This is an extended version, so good luck and take us out on Outlaw Radio.
Oh wow! I don't even know the hit yet, but
Yeah, you do. Hold on. No, it's tough. It's tough because you wouldn't kind of know it yet. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Slap me aside my head now. Hold on. Casey and the Sunshine Band, I'm your boogie man.
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute, hold on a second.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am. I'm into whatever I can. Be it early morning or late at night. Be it ever. I want it tight.
Yeah, get it now, Rigdon.
Boogeyman.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your boogeyman.
Come on now. Slap aside my head now.
I'm your boogeyman.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Magic Matt. Oh yeah, just go walking on the vocal as much as you can. You're gonna walk on it. They always said, step all over it and irritate the hell out of everybody. Okay. Now, it is internet radio. Is it okay if I say fist you up the...
How about that? Do you ever hear that, Dennis Zine?
Never, but it sounded like the real Rick Dees in the morning.
That would have been, and that's how...
102.7 KISS FM.
That's how Sgt Dennis Zine, the last great LA Councilman, and I know each other.
Never indicted.
Was from hanging out. He would be the cop there, dressed in uniform, and I was introduced by several people. It's like, no, this is a good guy. And I'm thinking, why is there a cop here? Like, what's up with that?
What, did you look alike at his pet?
No, this was on Sunset Boulevard, man.
Kiss Studio.
The original Kiss FM.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kiss FM 102.7.
So you were security over there?
No, I wasn't.
No, he was a fan.
I'd stop in and check things out.
You could be a cop and still be security.
Hollywood
a-hole.
Hamilton and Dr. George Brothers.
Well, I love.
Nice try, Marty.
I love Dr. George.
You know, I talked to him
Not
a
a
couple
security
days ago.
guard.
Yeah.
That's
He's
what it
working
sound like.
for Apple.
Yep.
Up in Northern
And he's doing
Cal.
well?
He got married.
He's a good man.
He got married and he's working for Apple.
Yeah, more than
Dr. George Ray.
Yeah, more than I can say about Hollywood Hamilton.
I
But
know.
I will tell you that Dr. George, good man, and yes, that was the original Rick Dees, who
Live in the studio doing
yeah,
that.
who said "f you," well, whatever he said. But isn't it funny? I always thought that he could. Rick D, if you really know Rick Dees, and I know him pretty damn well, since '89, he could out Howard Stern. Howard Stern. Yeah. Right? I mean, he really could.
Yeah.
But no, and I tried to convince him of that years ago, about 12 years ago. I said, how about a new Rick Dees where you just let it all hang out? He said, Matt, would the listener accept that smiling guy on the billboard as being that rude guy? I just, I think I'll just protect my assets. Yeah, that wasn't verbatim, by the way, but that's what he's doing.
I think it is verbatim.
Yeah.
What about his sidekick? You know where she's at now?
You mean Ellen Kay?
Ellen Kay.
Yeah,
Kentucky Derby.
She's doing it. Okay, now let me explain. I'll break this down real quickly. The reason why he said that, Ralph and my brother Mart thinks that Ellen Kay resembles a horse.
Hello.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
do you love? I love Dennis Zine's diplomacy. It's like, okay, he didn't say yes.
He didn't say no.
He didn't say no.
Well, I mean,
she was a dear friend many years.
Yeah.
Well, do you keep in touch with her?
I haven't in a long time.
She was a dear friend of mine.
Yeah,
pretty dear there.
She's got that little star there on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, I went to that.
Shut up.
Oh, you
Ralph.
did?
Yeah.
No, she's still morning radio.
Yeah, we're all morning radio because she's on it. But the thing is,
whoa.
No. As I've always said, Ellen Kay is the second best sidekick in radio.
She's very talented. I mean, she can eat an apple through a picket fence.
Okay, see, those are. I want you to know, even though the name of the show,
she's a great lady.
even though the name of the show is Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, that did not come from me.
No,
that
she's
was
great down the stretch.
It was me, Marty.
Okay,
Marty the
was
incorrigible.
I said it.
All right. How are you, Steve? Steve Abbott, Wisconsinite, our trucker friend, a good Wisconsinite who has been listening to Dennis Zine. Isn't this Dennis Zine a guy you'd want to meet, Steve?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can go for mountain bikes. If you want to go to the bar, let's go for a cruise.
Let's go for a cruise. Good. Now, one of the myriad reasons why I love Steve Abbott, he's one of our great truckers, and he does good things for America, and he's a real American. What is going down in fact, Ralph from the Bronx, preface what is happening in this man's state where he lives, Steve Abbott.
Oh, Wisconsin has a governor nominee who, she may like Thanksgiving, but it's really harmful and hurtful to so many people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it isn't even that. Goes to Culver's and doesn't like white people because she feels threatened.
Right.
But then again, it's the big ass because you got Mandela Barnes that falls for running on that side of the ticket. So they're going to have him as the moderate, and they're going to basically corral all the people that are blue, no matter who, that were raised on the Democratic platform. So they're going to put the Yahoo out there to say all the crazy stuff that's bipolar, mind you, that's been diagnosed with it. She's going to say all the crazy crap, and he's going to come in as the safe Democrat, and that's how it's going to be.
But, Steve, her campaign manager is an OnlyFans star.
Well, hey, don't do stuff half backside, do it full backside. I mean, come on.
Trust Ralph on that because Ralph is the biggest OnlyFans.
It's only $25 a month.
Really? That's all?
We should get that coupon.
All right. So the bottom line is, what do you think the odds are? You're there in Wisconsin. What are the odds that this friggin' maniac, who not only hates Thanksgiving and not only hates white people, that was a quote from her.
Yes.
That you just she is afraid of white people. She hates Christmas. She's not a fan of Christmas. What are the odds?
And she wants to know why police officers carry guns.
Well, by the way, why do Dennis Zine, why do police officers carry guns?
To enforce the law on those individuals who are unwilling to cooperate and who want to pose a threat to the legitimate citizenry of the community which they're sworn to protect and serve.
And can you please read my rights?
Yeah, right. Okay.
You have the right to remain silent, place your hands behind your back, and submit to arrest.
Okay, I've never heard that, right?
You've heard it more than
you
once.
Son of a bitch, I've never liked you.
I remember bailing you out of somewhere in Northern
shut
California.
up.
Yeah, how about Dennis? How about Matt on the freeway? I think it was a 101 or 405 where the Chippies had him.
You mean heading to the Magic Castle?
And
by the way,
can you call a buddy of mine, Dennis? Can you talk to the Chippies?
Yeah, but hold on, Mark.
There's been a few rescues, so many I forget them.
Hold on. I was not driving. I was being driven to the Magic Castle, and he was then pulled over. And so it wasn't about my life, but I'm looking out for the dude. And I said, here's what I said. Oh, this is not even thinly veiled. Oh, Dennis, you're gonna love this. And I said, you know who's going to be pissed at me? And I'm looking at the cop, right? I'm in the passenger side, looking at and we're in that. What's that big ass Army vehicle?
Humvee.
So we're in the Kiss FM Humvee, right? And I'm being driven over there. And I said, oh man, he's going. I said he's going to be so pissed. And so the police officer says, who's going to be so pissed? Dennis Zine is he's going to hate me right now. Okay, how about that one, huh? Sales 101. And he said, Dennis, you know Dennis? I said, yeah, and he's going to be pissed that even though I wasn't driving, that, and then I called Dennis. So I called Dennis during this, and I said, yeah, here he is. So I put the phone on, right? You remember this, Dennis.
Nightmare I'll never forget.
And I put Dennis on the phone, and it's like they have a little conversation, which I'm not hearing, but I'm hearing this conversation, and the next thing I know...
Okay, free to go, sir.
The next thing I know, all right, take it easy next time.
Slow down and be safe.
Slow down.
You were dismissed with a warning.
But Steve Abbott...
Officer has discretion.
Yeah.
In your case, it was a warning.
Officer has discretion. Never truer words and more beautiful words to my just magic to my ears. Steve Abbott, Wisconsinite. What are the odds, in your opinion, you live there, that this blasphemous piece of crap, another piece of crap lefty, will become the governor of your gorgeous state?
Republican or Democrat, put it on a dartboard, and then I'm going to give you about 2 or 3 brandy old fashions and let you kind of stammer around and throw a dart at the board because there are people that are like that.
So you hear what he's saying. You never know. You never know in Wisconsin. Although they certainly came through for the president the last election.
No, I think she's going to be the Democrat nominee, but she is not going to win.
Oh, God, from your mouth, my friend. Ralph from the Bronx, from your stinking mouth, and I do mean that literally.
I just think people in Wisconsin like Thanksgiving.
I do. Don't you think that most Wisconsinites...
Is that the same woman, or there was some woman online that said, when I see the American flag, I get scared. I get nervous.
That's her.
Yeah, I get nervous when I see the American flag. I get.
She gets triggered.
Scared.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was her, but like I said, there are so many blue dog Democrats that still think it's the JFK party of the 1960s and the 1970s. That you're also look what the average age of a boomer is. And really, I hate to say it, I've been told by some of them, goes, well, what does it matter? I'll be dead by the time you stuff hits the fan, even if it does affect me.
Look,
I've been told that.
Steve, it's Madison you have to worry about.
Yeah, and that in central Milwaukee.
Well, Milwaukee as well, yeah, big time. The birthplace of Steve Miller. Rockin' Me Baby. Steve Abbott, love you dearly, man. He's one of the good dudes. He's just simply one of the good dudes.
Where is he right now?
I'll. Where are you right this second?
I am blessed to be with my younger brother, one of my heroes, and his brother-in-law at his in-laws' cabin up in Pembine. We had some whiskey peppercorn, bacon. We had some nacho supreme brats. We had Jim Beam honey and glass bottle sun drop. And to any of your listeners out there in the land of Wisconsin, it is dangerous because you can mix a 50-50 and not taste the alcohol. So I've had that, pickles, and we're just cooking stuff over an open fire. And I just have one question for you. Did you get the letter I sent you, Mr. Matt?
Oh, you're talking about regarding the passing of my father.
Yes.
Yeah, we read it on the air, and
And actually, Marty cheered up.
Thanks for the condolences, John.
I apologize. I've been so much on the road, and I've been all across the country working my race.
Don't apologize, dude. Thank you for the condolences.
No. He's a good man. He's a good man. Steve Abbott will always overtalk the sale, but I love him dearly, and I hope you know I love you dearly. And speaking of bad people, no, I wasn't, because Steve's a good man. But there's a broad, I don't know if you ever heard of Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, continued attacking her longtime rival, President Donald Trump, when she said he looks very physically ill, adding he's not long for this earth. O'Dummy expressed her thoughts on the president's health and his state of mind during an interview.
And she looks so wonderful, and she's so mentally sane.
She's beautiful, man.
Okay, absolute. Why is she not a female model?
I have no idea.
Rosie O'Dummy says he's falling asleep. He's very physically ill. He doesn't look like he's long for this earth. He shouldn't be the man in control of the nuclear codes. Where was she during Biden's reign? I didn't hear a peep.
No.
I didn't hear a peep. The codes?
But she's going back to the View.
Oh, when Swisher asked if perhaps Trump might be losing his base, O'Donnell agreed, saying that people have died because of him. No, you're talking about Fauci. No, that'd be Fauci, O'Dummy. I think people are waking up. So many people have suffered. People have died because of... Who? Name one. Who has died? O'Dummy also advised the Democrats to stand up to Trump at every turn, accusing the president of doing evil, horrific, and humane things to everyone. Name one, Ralph.
Khomeini died because of Trump.
Ah, yes. That was a death, and he took... That damn orange man took that guy out.
Yeah, he took him out.
When Kara Swisher suggested the Democrats have debated just ignoring Trump if they win the midterms, O'Dummy said they should not forget him. We can't forget him because he's constantly doing evil, horrific, inhuman things to everyone and enriching himself in broad daylight. Like he needs the money, right? He doesn't accept the salary for being president, but he needs the money.
He was poor before he became president.
Yes, he certainly was. I don't understand why Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm, but these idiots are making billions of dollars and announcing it, and no one is doing anything. This broad, who is a Mensa, said.
I do believe that it is the first time in history that fire has ever melted steel. I do believe that it defies physics for the World Trade Center Tower 7, Building 7, which collapsed in on itself. It is impossible for a building to fall the way it fell without explosives being involved. World Trade Center 7. World Trader 1 and 2 got hit by planes. 7, miraculously, the first time in history, steel was melted by fire. It is physically impossible.
Physically impossible, this Mensa Rosie O'Dummy says. We're going to wrap this thing up next with the great Dennis Zine. Boy, that couple hours with Sgt Dennis Zine has just flown by. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
You let me violate you. You let me desecrate you. You let me penetrate you. You let me complicate you. Help me. I broke apart my inside. I wrote a simple song with simple words and harmony. Wasn't very long before a star I was bound to be. Didn't care if it made the charts. I only wrote it for you and me. They think they're so smart now, yeah. They're not as smart as they want to be. They took my simple song, yeah. They changed the words lost in the melody. Made it all sound wrong. Now it sounds like a symphony. Mess with mine. Oh, now, who gave them the right? I wanna know that song was personal. I wrote it for you. It's yours and mine, girl. Oh, yeah.
Outlaw Laboratories, with over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students, worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
Minutes ago, we were speaking of this, just another one of the bad people hung there in Wisconsin. And the fact that we know the way she feels, and we know the way the gal thinks. Now, we are guys broad chasing, casting from the hills of the San Fernando Valley. We're in LA. But I care about states like Wisconsin. I care about swing states. I care about blue states. I mean, I was born in Portland, friggin' Oregon. And that state, unless you count Eastern Oregon, very much like California, the eastern areas, they're good Americans. They love America. And they used to love their state. But a lot of those folks are pulling up and getting the hell out of here, man. And Dennis Zine, the last great LA councilman.
Never indicted.
Never indicted.
Not even interviewed. Not even telephone call.
Not even a person of interest.
Nothing. Not even a person of interest. That is commendable.
But you get so pissed off and disheartened by this state that isn't there a part of you that wants to get the hell out?
Well, I do have acreage in Idaho.
Yeah.
And 5 acres if I decide to move to Idaho.
Right.
But, I've got family here. I got a lot of friends
Therein
here.
lies,
It's,
yeah. It's a problem.
And then they all want to come up and hang out at my house. So that's the other thing. They got to come up to Idaho, and then I got to deal with them up there. Just so I can get away from them once in a while. So I don't know. It's just.
You have grandkids?
I got 2 grandkids.
Congratulations.
Little boy, little girl. Great. That's my son, the police captain's got that. My other son, the airline captain, who works for a major airline, he's got lots of girlfriends, no kids that I know of, lots of girlfriends. So I got.
It's like Dad.
I got a great family.
Yeah, but Dad,
it's wonderful.
Dad Zine, you've been married once or twice? Once.
One time she passed away. The wonderful Linda. She passed
what
away.
was a wonderful gal.
She was a sweet lady, and she passed. She's resting in peace. God
So
bless her.
I'm just assuming you sort of thought I'll never find a gorgeous gal like that to marry again.
Well, I've had some girlfriirlfriends since.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really, Dennis? You've had girlfriends?
You date?
I'm not a gay guy. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't no gay. No gay, Jose.
Not that there's anything wrong.
No, there's anything wrong with it. Just not my style. But it's I date. Yeah, I date.
Nobody likes large mams like my buddy Dennis Zine. He is the king of massive breastules.
Well, we do like those.
You like the sweater meat, and
they feel good when you're riding on a bike.
Yeah, I like him to hug me tight when I'm riding on that.
That's right.
It's like an airbag.
Yeah, it's beautiful airbag. I like the airbag.
Yeah. No, God bless you, my friend, of a gazillion years. And 79. When was your birthday?
August 1st. August 1st.
Oh, is that right?
Just recently. Happy birthday, Dennis.
Had I known, man. Happy birthday.
I didn't want you to know. I want to keep it a secret.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
One of the greatest
79.
One of the greatest gentlemen on this planet.
Thank you.
Dennis Zine.
My pleasure. I love being with you, man. I remember all the good times we've had over the years.
I know. Don't you wish we could have good times?
I remember we went shooting in the wildest. We were shooting tomatoes. We were shooting tomatoes.
Well, we were out there in the monk.
What did the
territory.
tomatoes do to you?
They bloom. They explode.
They explode.
He wanted to go out. Matt had this tendency to go to restaurants that you never heard of.
That's true.
And we bought tomatoes and wanted to go shoot.
And
tomatoes.
I still do, yeah. But you got to admit, and
And we were out in the middle of nowhere. It was all legal and everything.
I love in the middle of nowhere. I'm a huge fan. My brother
Marty,
T. Thank you for being here. Ralph
Right
from the
here.
Bronx. Mark C.G. Boyer. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn your mic up. I'm producing
Look
today.
at that.
I'm
I
here
see
barely.
Magic Matt kissing
No,
Dennis
that's not
Zine.
Magic Matt. That's somebody else.
Oh, I will kiss Dennis Zine.
That's-
Are you
that's-
kidding? Not on the lips.
former city councilman.
No tongue.
Oh, okay. There
No
you go.
tongue.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't.
Well,
Sweet.
you're a tease then.
I'm a what?
You're a tease.
I'm not a tease. Yeah. You know what? I got to tell you, Ralph said it perfectly a couple hours ago. There is no upside in having Mark C.G. Boyer's microphone.
I can't
on.
figure it out.
I got to tell you, Tattoo Dave is, he's right about this. I guess he is.
Possible.
My buddy out there slaving over hot coals. He's not even barbecuing, that Billy Dilly. He's just slaving over hot coals in 102-degree weather here in Southern California. And, of course, Milt Larson, God bless you, my friend. And that's a man I introduced the great Dennis Zine to.
Yep. Milt Larson.
Yeah, you got to love that man.
Yep.
Proprietor of the Magic Castle. My lovely daughter, Alexandra, I love you a million times around the world. Mom and Dad, God bless you.
Isn't Alexandra married?
Until next week, my friends. I love you dearly, and please, whatever you do, just know that Magic Matt mentioned bumblebees can't fly.
God bless America.
You say you will love me if I have to go. You'll be thinking of me somehow.